And we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
James Cameron told us that we had to make another movie.
What is with James Cameron and his uncanny ability to make fucking awesome ass sequels? T2, Aliens are like the iconic sequel movies that he's always touted for.
I'm gonna say it. Luck.
Well, wow, you're putting in luck.
Listen, before we even begin to answer all those questions and then some, let's welcome back to the show our boy Duke.
What's up? And this is part 2 of Aliens. Well, we see
he said
the
part
movie.
2.
Yes, it is. Alien is part 2 to the whole thing.
It's part 2 of our franchise month.
I like how they didn't say Alien 2. They say Aliens. Plural. They were being very English and proper.
James, and James Cameron's like, yeah, check out this hot shit, Aliens. What
Not Alien 2.
But it was
let you boogaloo.
But we all know that there was a point to why they called it Aliens, because there was more than one alien.
Oh yeah. But,
and it was like one of the tagline is like, yo, this time humanity fights back. Which
humanity got fucked. That's what happened.
Because humanity got rolled.
Let me tell you something.
Humanity got rolled by the nigga in the Waffle House parking lot with a shirt off. Going, who next?
Now, let me tell you something. There is something. So we talk about director's cuts, right? You know, when Snyder Cut came out, there was this big talk about director's cuts. Whether it's the Superman 2 correct director's cut, the Donner cut, and I even brought up. I even brought up Aliens Special Edition because a lot of people didn't know that. And
also one of the good cuts that we talked about last year, the Renegade cut of Highlander 2.
Yeah, so. It's like director's cuts. So director's cuts has always been a thing. Now, what makes the Alien Special Edition cut different is that I watched it. It's on Amazon Prime. It adds an extra, I think, 20 minutes to the movie.
Oh yeah,
and that's it. Here's the funny part. Much like some of the Superman Donner cut stuff, they played this on TV. Didn't hit theaters. They played it on regular TV. So the special edition of Aliens. And this is something that Sigourney Weaver brought up when it came to Aliens 3. She was very kind of like disappointed with some of the stuff that they did in the theatrical of Aliens, where a lot of stuff you get in Aliens is stuff with Ripley's background. We see that her daughter died and stuff, which we'll talk about that in a second. The stuff with Newt's family and the whole colonist and how they were living and stuff. Weyland-Yutani ain't being shit, particularly one character, Burke. We find out he's the reason why that colony went to shit. Oh, that company ain't shit.
They really did want to hammer in the what you call the you can tell that this was made during the Cold War where baby boomers were doing what us millennials are doing probably for an extra 2 more years than we should about downward corporations. like baby boomers did that for a very short time, but it was only the nerd baby boomers that were saying take down the government. Oh yeah, also the blacks, but that's different.
But also, and lastly, it was a lot of stuff with the corporate Marines and stuff they kind of emphasized a little bit too, and particularly there's one sequence with one of the, and it's weird that it was a plot point that I'm like, why did y'all take that out regarding to some centuries and also how the Marines handled this whole thing? It's little small bits and stuff, but the point is,
you can understand why they take it out of the theatrical cut. I get why actors get passionate for taking out certain scenes like that, especially when it dives into their character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes, wrap it up. We got to keep it moving.
I do want to point out. So these Space Marines. Hey, Chris, were you like me? So is this what's supposed to happen when OCP decides to create their own military?
No, this is what white boys think the Space Force is going to be in 2 years.
Yeah, that or Starship Troopers. I mean, to be honest with you, I lean more towards Independence Day Resurgence, where we just take shit and don't do shit with it.
I still say OCP because remember, these Space Marines are literally owned by the corporation.
Yep.
Yeah, they are. Right. I would say more private military contractors a little bit.
Oh yeah, but we're getting but it's hilarious.
Space Blackwater niggas.
They all they have that their supposed like leader is like a dude who just spends all the time on his little virtual reality machine.
Because Hudson and then the black dude kept mentioning 2 weeks to retirement levels of talking, where it's like, where they were like, man, I got like 4 more weeks and I'm out. And I'm like,
listen, I really did. And, speaking of the black guy, I will admit I enjoy the screen time of Tab Keith David.
Yeah, I do love controlled, bold version of Keith David too.
Now, so a couple things about this movie is the fact that one, we found out
bold
that
italic.
Bold italic. All right, Marines, we're going to get out of cold storage with my boxer briefs.
Now run along as I smoke another stogie.
I got to say, it is amazing how they just wake up and he just has a stogie right there next to him. He just pops that shit in his mouth. I'm like, so the stogie didn't get frozen during this? You just popped the shit?
No, nope. Right there.
Nah, but so one of the things that we found out going into Aliens is that one, Ripley was in space for 50 years.
57
years. So when she wakes up after that nightmare of like, the thing popping out of her chest, we found out that one, the company doesn't, they kind of sort of buy her story, but don't because where's the proof?
I call bullshit. They knew exactly where.
It was like, we listened to your
what about my harpoon gun? It's still stuck in the door.
No. It was like, well, we listened to the black box. I heard some screams of an alien, but we can't really quite verify your story. And I'm like,
oh my goodness, can't you tell about the markings on the wall, madam? We understand you. You've been in sleep stasis and all that. But you're clearly having your period and you're not thinking straight. And we need you to understand. We need you to understand that the politics in the year, I'm going to just say this, in the year 2314 are a lot like 1984. So stop being a woman.
I mean, that whole council session, I was like, yo, they really were on some like, we don't believe a woman. Because it's like, yo. They were like,
wow. Like the other woman, gentlemen, please, she has a vagina. She's not thinking straight.
It's like,
and I honestly, the best part here about this, they talk about LV, all this stuff, and he's like, well, we already got people there all day. Like,
bro, when they dropped that shit on her afterwards, like, yeah, we already got people there. There's no aliens. What are you talking about? I'm like,
there hasn't been any issues there for years.
Dude, you see the look on her face? A pin could have dropped in the room. Like, excuse me.
Like, but he's like,
excuse me.
Like, how many people are there? Oh, like hundreds of hundreds of families and kids and stuff.
Yo, what if Ripley?
They're terraformers. They've been down there for the last 20. They've been down there for the last couple of decades.
What if Ripley pulled a Sarah Connor into like, you're all gonna die?
She was about to, but she's like, okay.
She's like, real talk, and I hate saying it like this, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm waiting for a day like this to happen, but just some real talk. If I wake up 57 years later, D is keeping it real. All of y'all dead. I'm not looking for you, Eris. I'm not looking for you, Chris.
Just drop a
Duke. I ain't looking for none of y'all. I'm just going to assume that God did what God always do: take people. So I like 57. Okay. I'll be in my 30s. Hold on. I'll be in my 30s. Okay. I expect one of you to be alive. One of you. One of you. All right. You want to hear the real? You want to hear the reactions? You want to hear reactions? Duke. Really? Chris. But come here, Chris, we just like that. Eris. My nigga, I knew we made it. Hey, D, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing, my nigga. What you doing? I'm looking at my email. You mean we got that? We got data machines, nigga. We got data machines. Hey, guess what? I just took your shit. You didn't even know I took your shit, right? That's the data machine.
But even in the year of this movie, the fact that and again the special edition we
Chris
see
got the Johnson data machines.
No, D. I'll make it even worse. Here, D. Here, take this gun. Shoot my hand off. Just shoot my hand off real quick. Like, why would I do that? Like, just do it. You just wait till it grows back. Nano machines, son.
What kills me.
You just wait till it grows.
I'm glad you caught that. Thank you.
That would be all of it.
I like them showing
my great grandchildren. Look at me. So that's my granddaddy. This nigga weird.
The thing is this: what makes it great is
I'm weird. Why all y'all white?
I like them showing that the company being on that call on the LV2 whatever it was and stuff, and seeing that clearly Wayne Yutani is like Amazon overworking these motherfuckers, because I like how these two guys are talking and how like it takes 2 days for us to even get in contact with these people, 2 days for a transmission to reach us. You know what? Fuck it. If these people found some salvage, go ahead and bring it in. Fuck the quarantine, bring them in.
Dang, it's like they're just tired of it.
And I was like,
wow.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. A moon on a that's right, everybody. A moon on a distant planet has the same working conditions as West Virginia.
And the fact that
Take
Newt's
me
family,
home, country road.
Hey, look, they should have been playing that for Newt's family too.
Hey, dude. Stop burying the lead for the last movie of this whole franchise month, okay?
I don't know.
Stop burying the lead.
I don't know, man, because that song is apt for Newt and her family because they look like they're from West Virginia. Like, hey, we found some salvage.
Let me tell you about these Ohio mountain people ass. Yo, you knew they was in trouble when both the kids in the back playing real loud, and the mom is like, honey, you need to turn around, and homeboy's like, nah, baby, we gotta get this money. Like, yo, you trying to get a hit, my nigga? Why did you?
So what we end up finding out, Dr. Bury the lead, is that Burke, played by Paul Reiser, who plays a very subtle but piece of shit person, and I love him for that. Which is ironic because he plays a very likable person on television shows.
Which I gotta say, Chris, that's how they go. They smile in your face. Backstabbers, they do that crap. So but here's the thing.
Gave him the coordinates. Here's
the best thing about it, though. Here's the best thing about it. I like how James Cameron just kept making this character in every single movie since then. Just every single. I won't say Terminator 2, but
Dyson was close.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a worm. No, he was a victim. Remember, we talked about this victim of circumstance.
Okay.
No,
that clearly knew he was building a nuclear bomb, guys, but whatever.
No, listen, James Cameron, he doesn't not necessarily make the same movie over and over again. He takes the same concept and premise and just adds a wee bit of twist over and over again.
Okay.
That's James Cameron in a nutshell.
So,
which is what happens when you try to bring him back for a sequel to a series that he clearly has no desire to touch.
I'll produce it. Maybe put a period at the end of a sentence.
No desire to even touch, and yet his name is attached to one of the writers. 5 writers for a piece of shit movie called. Wait a minute, Chris. 5 writers. His name attached to a piece of shit sequel, and what I like to call the nail in the coffin of the Terminator franchise with Dark Fate. What were you going to say, Chris?
Hey, Eris, you say that, and all of a sudden they're going to call his ass back, and he's going to do the same exact shit that he did on Dark Fate for the next Aliens movie. Hey, Cameron, bring your magic to this.
Yeah,
you know he's going to do that shit. Cameron, bring some magic.
James Cameron, you're right though. James Cameron always repeats characters in some plot points. You know what I mean?
He repeats character types.
Yeah, he does that a lot. He's always make the signs. He always make the same, like the sign, like Dyson and Sigourney Weaver in Avatar kind of had the same ideals. The dude that was trying to take all the the Gundanium or whatever they was out of the planet, and the dude. Unobtainium. And the dude in this movie, and God, it was another dude in motherfucking Abyss that were just these wormy company men. You know what I mean? Yeah. He makes those guys. He always loves making military dudes overly military. He loves doing that.
In this instance,
just to add another wormy person, Billy Zane in Titanic. He has done. And I want to make this very clear. This is not a knock on James Cameron. It's just, nigga, I see your fucking fingerprint. That's all D is saying. This is all
by the way, shout out to MJF, who pointed out correctly that why the heck at the end of the movie, the old woman just like tossed that jewel out and just like, oh, by the way, your daughter who's struggling to get into college, that's gone now.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Like a big ass rock that's worth millions.
Yo, Yeah. Fuck your great grandkids. They don't need it. No,
Don't worry, dear. I heard that Pepsi Cola is going to have high stocks.
Here's the sick part about it.
4 shillings.
Here's the sick part about it. So you think about the fact that those eggs were sitting on that ship for 50 years and it hasn't been touched, even though they terraformed the planet. Now think about this. They walk inside the ship. That means that as soon as Newt's dad walked into the ship, that's when those eggs hatched. Who knew? And the fucked up part is when they get to the planet later on, these motherfuckers decided to take the face huggers and do some scientific shit with it. I'm like, oh God, what were you doing? What were you thinking?
You know why? You want to know why? Because these people wanted to form a colony full of like-minded people. People want to be hardworking, really driven, with no Negroes, and that's why everybody died. Like there was nobody to go.
I mean,
nobody was there to do that.
So basically,
I can explain that.
Mhm.
So they terraform the planet, but they leave that one section alone. And they figured, hey, you know what? We've done such a good job with this. We don't really need to do anything. We don't need to expand just yet. We've done such a good job. Everyone's got a 401k. Families are happy. We're thriving on this planet. Shit's cool.
Hey, we just started teaching critical race theory. It is wonderful here.
No. Hold on. Wait. But what's that shadowy place over there with that weird, like with that weird rock formation?
We don't go over there, son.
Like I
We
don't
call
know
that
if it's-
Compton.
No, hold on. I don't know if it's a spaceship or a weird rock formation. I don't know what that is, but what is that? Oh, that's Prince George's County. We don't go there.
No, sir.
That's the South Side, sir. We don't touch that.
That's Compton 2.
That's Compton 2.
Put the flag up there.
No,
Compton
everything
2.
you
No.
see, the light touches
That
is
is
yours.
Compton. That is Compton, Watts, Dade County, all put together.
No. That's not that. That's pretty much like the light touches everything yours.
So,
It's
that is
no.
Flint-
But what is that
that's
dark
it.
place?
That is
Dad?
Flint,
That-
Michigan.
That is Pick a Black City, South
No.
Side.
That's PG County. You don't go over
You
there.
That's
just
what I
said
just
that.
said.
Literally called Prince George's County. That's Wakanda. And last I checked, white people, they like this thing called Mambo sauce. I don't know what it's called.
Now, here's the kicker about this, right? So, you know what's weird is that I don't need them to do a movie on what happened on that for it to go chaotic because you can.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It's
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't
it's
need them
Cleveland.
because the thing of it is you can kind of pick up on what happened because all it took was the dad having a face hugger. They probably brought it back, tried to take the face hugger off him. Obviously, the face hugger dies and stuff. All it took was-
Dumbass mama.
and I guarantee you, as soon as they got back, the dad was like, "Oh, I'm feeling all right. It was just a face hugger," and all of a sudden, bam, an alien pops out. Everybody freaks out, but the alien disappears. Everybody's like, "Well, let's disappear. If anybody finds it, just step on it. It'll be fine." And all of a sudden, the alien
I
got
like
bigger.
how you said just step on it.
No,
Chris, but think
Chris,
about
Everybody
it.
take out your lugs.
No,
Yeah.
No, Chris, you summed it up. You summed it up very well. You said, the face hugger. Oh, we got him all. Like we got it off. Shit's cool. Everything seems to be all right. I'm gonna have me some ginger ale and some. I'm serious. I'm gonna have me a Ritz and some ginger ale and keep it moving, and then bam, alien pops out of the chest. Alien pops out of the chest and scampers away.
Scampers off in the vent. Scampers off in the vent, and all it takes is that one alien to kidnap one person, and that's how it spreads. And I guarantee you that's what happened because we find out when the Marines get there that the aliens have been underground inside the fucking heating area and shit.
Yeah, apparently these aliens have the same behavior as roaches. I'm seeing a parallel, Cameron. I'm seeing a parallel.
But here's the thing: before this happens and stuff, I'm gonna say this probably took place months later. Burke and a military guy goes up to Ripley and was like, "Hey Ripley, so I know we didn't believe you, but we kind of need you as a consultant because that colony that we told you about that terraform." Funny thing, it went silent, and she looked at him like, "Nah, nigga, y'all, nah, fuck that. Nope, I'm good."
Hold on, Birdman hand rub. What if I could, what if I told you that I could get you reinstated back in the military as a warrant officer again?
I like how she looked at him like, "Nah, I'm good."
She's like,
Yeah,
I am working on the loading docks. All the guys are absolute pigs.
I'm drinking my coffee.
It's like I'm drinking my coffee. I'm waking up
becoming pretty much a crazy cat lady.
Really, she really is, man. She usually got one cat.
But if you really think about it, she kind of if you think about it, first of all, she's not the crazy cat lady. She's a survival. She's a survivor cat lady because the only person, thing, object, or whatever to escape the ship with her was the cat. Yeah. Probably the smartest character in honestly, that whole movie.
I'm gonna say it. The cat had the best ending. I said last time he had the best ending.
The cat's on the Earth. Ripley's in space. He wins again. 2-0.
Down there, Millie rocking until they finally find out that he has no master. They got to keep him off the ship.
Put him in a fucking shelter.
Let's just be real. Hey. I know a lot of people, we don't like talking about violence against animals, but I know human beings. He's going in the airlock. He's going right in the airlock. Let's not even fake. I know us. I know we don't like talking about it, but all it takes is a nigga named Jason to go. That's all it takes.
I'm going to be real about this, though. But I'm going to be real about this, though, right?
Oh, real quick, Chris. Mm-hmm. I got a question because I did step away for a quick second. Mm-hmm. Y'all talk about her Betty White ass daughter.
We were gonna get to that.
We were gonna get to that actually. So before she makes a decision, so Burke had pretty much gave her the lowdown of what happened and stuff. And Ripley's first reaction was like, "Yo, I had a daughter. I told her I was gonna come back. What happened to her? Like, I need to know what
birthday.
Yeah, for her 10th birthday. So it's been, so." He was like, so I got information on your daughter. She, blah, blah, blah. She lives here. She got married. No grandkids, no kids. So you don't have any grandkids. And she's dead.
So, yeah, she died.
And she shows a picture.
She died at the age of 66.
Yeah, she shows a picture. And I was like, wow. So she was just old as fuck for 60s.
I mean, 66.
Now, I want to point out something to you.
Man, why do white people age like that?
No. Listen, gentlemen. I want everyone to understand something. When you look at that picture of her, this is what 1986 depicted a 66-year-old woman.
Technology and health. It's amazing how we have come far in advances of health and keeping people healthy, and how a 60-something now is not looking like that. Now, granted, there are some people that do look like that 60-something now.
No, but Chris. Let's just quit being nice. Her whole face looked like Mitch McConnell's neck. Don't do that. Do not do that.
I mean, well, you know what? You're right because she. You're right because she isn't like fucking Glenn Close, where it's like, that's your age, Glenn.
No, man, man, I felt like you ever see that jerky that you sell it at 7-Eleven that you gotta pull like the whole strip, Joe? Why her skin look like that but white?
Why her skin look like the leather that cracks after 20 years?
Man, these alabaster assassins, brother. I swear to God, these niggas. Why do they age like that? Why do white people age? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but why do white people age so rapidly?
But D, don't say that because we talked about us as black folks back in the day and how brothers have rough life, and that dude from 227, that's 30. That's 30. That's what 30 look like. God damn, like again, I always attributed to we were stressing, man. We
I blame fades and mustaches for niggas in the 80s looking so old.
I mean, I really feel we evened out when the 90s hit because we talk about strictly business.
Let's also be real. We black people understood what shape up technology was. Shape up technology came so far for the Negro man. I think y'all gotta understand this. That added years. Do you know there's pictures of my dad where I can say, yeah, he looked kind of older, but my dad was 34. Now, Dad, if your shape up was lined up and all the rest of that shit, nigga. But here's something I discovered. I looked at all the rest of my dad's friends. I'm like, oh. No wonder you look the youngest because you had my dad like a shape up, right? Yeah, these niggas didn't figure that shit.
Yeah, like I look at my dad. I look at old pictures of my dad. My dad pictures look like old boy from fucking Snowfall, the main character, and I'm like, yeah, you don't look old in your pictures, Dad. I think it's just because you had the short hair and no mustache. You were clean shaven.
You look like a nigga named Richard.
Yes, that's what it is. The old, like look at someone like like let's see, that God dang it, Samuel L. Jackson, Black Snake Moon or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? I like how Samuel Jackson looked like he was 55 years old in 1991. I love that.
Like if he just cut that shit off, suddenly he looks younger.
My dad was dead serious. It's him and his cousins at King's Dominion back when it was like Hanna-Barbera World and shit. Clean shaven, had a nice shape up, nice clean short hair and stuff. I'm like, damn,
he looked his age, did he?
He looked young as shit. Like,
he looked his age, did he? Exactly.
He's like 21. I'm like 21, fresh and wide eyed. I was like, God damn.
Y'all gotta understand. All you need is a shape up sometimes. That's all you fucking need sometimes, bro.
So Brian,
some good old fashioned shit, but then don't get too much. You might get that 80s fades haircut. And such.
I don't know. Brian's did at the same time I see 20 somethings that look older than me, and I'm almost 37.
That's called they lived a rough life. That's what it's called.
That's definitely a rough life. White people age like God. Damn.
Wow. Wow. What you talking about? Gollum still slap, nigga.
Shape up technology.
I mean,
technology.
I mean, hey, we talk about old boy from fucking Juice. If he had a better shape up, all right, cool.
Maybe his girlfriend would have cheated on him with a 16-year-old.
But speaking of which, look, I love you, Ripley. I like how Ripley, and maybe it was the PTSD. I like how Ripley, when she had so much. This is why I was like, Ripley, the fact that you believed Wayland Yutani when you asked Burke, all right, Burke, if we go there and there's aliens, I want you to promise me that you're gonna nuke this place and get it over with. I like how Burke looked at him like, oh yes, we will. We totally will. Yeah, totally.
Yo, did you see Gertrude Stein walking right up to motherfucking Jeff Bezos going, all right, listen here. No more your harmful bacteria, no more your harmful emissions into the sky. Okay. We won't do it.
yo, Burke, I swear to God, that's why
I need everybody to understand this. I understand this because I'm a bleeding heart. Chris gets on me because of how woke I get. I need people to understand
there's
this
a line.
crap.
Your wokeness is
not even there's a line. Not even there's a line, but there's something like this thing called reality. There's only so much you gonna do. You eating that elevation burger ain't moving the needle, nigga.
Let me tell you.
You having your own bag going to Whole Foods is stopping what? It's
sort of stopping it, but not really.
No. Let me tell you. Listen, gentlemen, let me tell you something. You could have put Greta Thunberg in front of that company and pleaded with them to nuke that planet, and they would not pay any attention to it.
Burke looked her dead in her eyes and said, yes, Ripley, we will totally nuke it without cracking a smile.
I love how
and I'm dead serious. The exact same speech that Greta gave, she could have given that to that company, and they would be like, remove this child.
And you know Burke went back to the company and was like, all right, Ripley will do it, but we got to promise her that we're going to nuke the planet. And they looked at him like, we can't promise that, right? I know.
So we're not going to do that.
We're going to be nuking the planet.
Guys, we got to do what she wants.
Not even promise.
Just say it.
Not promise. We are not doing it, period. Not only are we not going to make that promise, we're just not doing it, period.
All right, guys, listen to me. Let's just say we're going to do it, and then we're not going to do it. Okay. Let's do what we do with the Latinos and let's do what we do with the Latinos and the Greeks. You see, the Greeks in this time frame, they the niggas now.
Now, here's the thing. Now, when we go on the ship and stuff, and they're waking up, as me and D and Duke would point out when you stepped away, I like how number one, the Colonel gets out of stations and just puts in a cold ass stogie like it's still lit up, and I'm like, okay.
I'm so manly. I need something phallic in my mouth right now.
I learned how to smoke these from some Austrian, from some Austrian.
We also learned a couple of things. One, Hicks was supposed to be played by I think we might have mentioned it briefly in the last episode, but he was played by forgot his name. He was on Black Lightning, Gamby.
Rainer.
Yeah,
James Renner.
James Remar. And what happened was Remar was supposed to be dealing with some personal issues, but I think it was like alcohol issues, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do this." He had to back out.
Didn't we ask him? Like, did we ask him about aliens when we met?
This was somebody else that interviewed him, and he mentioned that whole thing.
Here's the funny thing about that. I didn't know during the Warriors how, like, he was during that time. Like, he was like one of those white people that was marching with black people. Because Jay Lamar, you would ask him a question like, yeah, and I was doing this. At that same time, I was having dinner with the Black Panthers, yeah. And so we was all talking. I'm like, well, nigga, stop. Wait, you did who and what? Like, Jay Lamar, he's one of those people, when you open a book, you keep turning pages. He's one of the most fascinating people in Hollywood. No bull crap, man.
If I would have asked James about that time that he had a dinner with the Panthers, he probably would tell me, oh, and guess who else was there? I'm like, who? Bernie Sanders.
Just out off the cuff.
He was just there. I don't know what it is.
Here's the kicker.
Here's the funny part. Do you like Mr. Sanders? Fuck him.
Now, here's the kicker. So he left production. The following Friday, they hired Michael Biehn, but also Stephen Lang was another person that auditioned for it. Ironically, because Stephen Lang pops up in Avatar, playing a military person,
a Marine.
Yeah,
but
a Marine.
Granted, he wasn't laid back. But here's the funny thing: that would have been tubbier Stephen Lang. So
was Stephen Lang tubbier back then? I'm trying to remember in the 80s.
Because remember, Stephen Lang.
We talked about him in Tombstone, though.
Remember, we talked about this. He didn't get into his daddy Gilf shit until about 2004. Okay,
Gaddafi.
Stephen Lang was always
Gaddafi
there.
Gaddafi said something I think was interesting. Not that one, the other one, the one before.
How much you want to bet that Ripley would? See, I would say that, but the problem is that
something like her. But here's the thing: remember, they got in Prometheus, they leaned on Numi Rapace, wherever they were. Yeah. They leaned on her because she had the whole little thing, and
same with the chicken of the Covenant.
Yeah, it was a whole big thing about that. So they're just better girls. And I say that period anyway. There's a whole lot of better women than Scarlett Johansson. So everybody stop leaning on her.
Yeah. And this is the reason why people start leaning into hating the celeb. And I'm like, guys, I get it. Like, no, stop. Because let's be real.
That said, real quick, Chris. That said, I would rather take Scarlett over an Alien movie with Mila Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich unfortunately got overused. That's the case of overusing.
Well, she already became Ripley in the Resident Evil movies, pretty much. Yeah.
No, she was in a lot, but they threw in a lot of action movies on top.
Ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet. Remember, she was in a couple horror movies too. So it was like she was like at that time. Yeah, it was.
But here's the kicker:
Megan Fox plays Samus Aran Gaddafi.
But here's the thing: if we could talk about women, one Jeanette Goldstein. For the longest time, I thought Jeanette Goldstein was Latino or white Latino. Turns out she's just a white woman.
Best actress in the whole franchise. She actually pretended she was so good that everyone thought she was Latino.
I hate you for that. I hate you for that because you're right.
I thought she was at least a white Latino, but she's like, oh no, she's white.
She is fully white, and she played.
I'm gonna show y'all the side by side for people.
Now, hold on. I want to tell you. I got to tell you guys something else too. See, it's funny how she played. She's a whole white woman that played a Latina.
Twice, by the way,
and she played the role. No, she played the role so well. She embraced the full Latina. Now, it's funny how. This is a sci-fi movie. We have a white person playing an ethnic person, an ethnic POC, and they knew what the jig was from the jump. Whereas D had mentioned a certain actor who went by the name of Juan Rico.
Juan
Starship Troopers.
Johnny Rico.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. You figure it. I mean, you take it from there. Take that however you want.
Now, on paper, you hear Johnny Rico. It's like what, like Johnny Cage? Oh, that fits. But then when you find out, no, he's actually Juan Rico, not Johnny Rico. It's like, oh, wow.
So when you see her, when you see Vasquez, oh crap, man! They give me everything else, but yeah, when you see actually, this is the thing that gets me. Get out of my way. This is the thing that gets me. On one side, you clearly see, hey, my brother says, give me my fucking Modelo, bro. And the other side is like, I'm sorry,
What
How
is
much
a
does it cost
Modelo?
What is
Hey,
it?
first
You
of
heard
all-
me, motherfucker. Get out
First
my
of
way,
all-
fool.
Hey,
And the other side-
D. On the left, we have the Space Marine equivalent of Los Locos, and on the right, we have probably the one white woman who knows how to make probably the best tasting fried chicken on planet Earth.
Los Locos kick
You
your
think so?
ass.
You
Los
think so?
Locos kick your face.
Hey,
Los
hey.
Locos
What I
kick your
see-
butt into outer
What
space.
I see personally is one side. I see the other side is
Oh man, Colonel
here.
Kovac, I mean,
There's
dude,
nothing
that is not.
I fear.
You know what? I honestly, that right there, that's
Hey,
you
hey
gotta put
Vasquez,
that
you need a
chat out there.
Snickers?
You gotta
Hey,
find that chat right there.
Hey,
It was
hey,
pretty much
Duke.
true.
Damn it. D took it away. I was going to say Duke. So how come on the left, the one that she looks like on the left looks like someone who's going to assist me in a mission on Vice City?
All we need is a scene of Hudson be like, "Hey Vasquez, eat a Snicker. You're hungry." And eats it. She transforms into the white woman.
You become a butched out space marine when you get hungry.
I mean,
here's my thing. I know a lot of lesbians named Marissa was mad as hell when they learned that she was a white woman.
because there's two white people, there's two women on board alongside Ripley. You got Vasquez, and then you got Corporal Dietrich. He's the pilot that pilots the ship that they go down to the surface on.
AKA
AKA
she don't matter.
AKA fresh from the academy with pilot's license.
Actually, no. No. It's three women plus Ripley. I forgot you had Corporal Dietrich. She's the one that was she was one of the people that got killed when they went down to the alien nest. It was actually Pharaoh. That was the pilot. My bad. Pharaoh was
Pharaoh, who was just
Pharaoh was the other chick that was the pilot, who I think she got it the worst, because imagine like, hey, I'm not hearing you. Turn around, alien. Oh, I'm fucked.
Hey, what's up?
Bam.
I just love the fact the alien just came onto the ship. Which
Why does the alien sound like Beetlejuice, Duke?
What's up?
Like, hey, come here.
Which is fucked up because I'm like this. Which is fucked up because I'm like, so
I got some. I'll give you a little bit of that alien.
Which
That xenomorph.
The aliens in themselves are ninjas, because I'm like, my man was literally like 5 feet away from the door opening and stuff, and you didn't see the alien just sneak on board. You didn't hear anything, nothing. All
That's
right.
the thing about these aliens. These aliens have the speed of black men and have the
ninjas.
The violence of
considering that these aliens are actually black.
I mean, look,
these niggas are really, when you really look at
these niggas need niggas. All right.
No. These aliens, these xenomorphs, just straight up say it. They are the Black Air Force Ones of all alien creatures.
Let me tell you something.
They are the Black Air Force Ones. They kill with,
but here's the thing, guys. I like the build up to it, because what I think that's what I like about James Cameron. He took what Ridley Scott did in the first one and kind of built up to that moment. He didn't just bury the lead. He was like, all right, we're going to have him land on this thing, kind of investigate the mystery of why it's quiet. You had one jump scare, but that was about it. But they're like, all right, they boarded up the doors. What the fuck happened? You see acid burns everywhere, which it was like the Marines finally figured out, I guess Ripley was right. There's acid.
And here's the one genius thing I really do like about it is that we got to see these Marines who are pretty much hyping themselves up, and you're seeing all their weapons come together and all that. You got Bill Paxton talking
shit,
being the best Bill Paxton ever. Yeah, I'm the fucking killer, man. Yeah.
Oh, on the ship when he was when he was on the ship breaking down all the weapons to Ripley, like, yeah, we got this tactical nuke here, we got
it's
this
just
gun.
So funny how Hollywood has changed, Joe. I say that for one main reason. If Bill Paxton's character existed today, they will make him go into training so he is cut as hell. Just to do all these scenes just so he get washed by aliens. Back then, if you look at Bill Paxton in that suit, he's saying I'm a badass. Like, dude, you look like you get in fights at Kroger and lose. Don't start that.
No, he looks like the dude who tries to be like, man, I'm anti-mask. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
and that
because
hero gets punched out and goes.
I really hate to say.
I was self-defense, man.
I really hate to say this. I really hate to say this, but if Bill Paxton, first of all, rest in peace to Bill Paxton. But if his character if his character was alive, you know damn well he voted for Trump in the 2020 election.
You know what? I don't want to know, but he
did. He totally.
This would be his response. Well, who you wanted me to vote for?
No, but would you know what?
No, he would do. No, the way he would do it is, well, of course I'm going to vote for him, man. He's going to make America even better than it was already.
Yeah,
man.
Here, and then everybody's going to say this. Hey, Bill, when you did Big Love, did all the Mormons talk to you?
No, but what makes it great though is that like you could tell Hudson and some of them are kind of like, what the fuck are we dealing with? Because when they get to the twos with the face huggers, it's like, oh,
Chris. And I'm sorry to cut you off like that. I really meant that.
Oh no, you good.
Because the part I wanted to get to about that was seeing all the hype up of these Marines. You get to the planet and like you just mentioned, it's deserted. It's quiet. You're asking questions. At this point, the guns are silent. All that firepower, and they don't know what the hell they're dealing with at all. Remember when they started to go in, and they started to notice like, hey, what the fuck is all this shit on the wall, bruh? Like, why is it black? Why is it hot? Ugh. What is this black goo?
Before we continue, so Bishop, we gotta talk about him. So what's interesting about
we had to talk about the greatest actor of all time.
Lance Henriksen plays Bishop.
Yes.
By the way, him and Bill Paxton, I think the
knife thing is dope.
Him and Bill Paxton both in Predator, which is
Yeah, that is kind
of also D has to say this. D and D's love for Lance Henderson.
So what I like about it is that I like how
not the mango. What did she use? I forgot. Grapefruit.
Nah, but what made it crazy was like after that whole thing with the knife, I guess he nicked himself. Ripley freaks out, rightfully so, because we had an android in the first movie. He freaked out. I like how Bishop, and this is why I like his character. He just says it in the most calm way. Oh, that was just an older model. They've been known to go crazy. I'm new.
He said in that quote that that was the older model. Yeah, they're known to be quite twitchy.
Yeah,
twitchy, my nigga. You almost kill people.
Wait. Let's back all the way up for a second. Ripley agrees to go along with this plan of
consulting.
Being an advisor, if you will, to on this mission to see if there were actually aliens there. Not only is this a crazy mission, but bro, you are throwing out all of the PTSD inducing shit that you can at Ripley's face.
When she stopped at that gate, she freaked out.
Wait. You're bringing in an android, a friggin' android who almost killed her, by the way. And you're going to take her back to the exact same planet where they found the face hugger that killed the first guy who was a part of her crew in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
What do you got to say about that? Well, you got to meet your Catholic priest sometimes. What the fuck, nigga? What the?
So what made it great was that when they get to the room with the face huggers, all the half the Marines was like, "What the fuck are we dealing with?" And I'm like, "You didn't read the fucking damn booklet that your damn colonel coming out of the academy told you about?" Because I want people to understand.
When you said that, didn't you read? Here's Bill. Well, of course I didn't read. You remember what happened when Mark Zuckerberg took over the world? He told us nobody can read.
Bear in mind.
I kind of skimmed it.
But the thing about it makes it interesting too, because I'm military. The colonel, the Goldberg colonel that's on the ship with all these grunts and stuff, he acts like the typical, officer that came out the academy. You don't really respect those people because they're doing way too much than what they should.
Yeah,
and the same little wet behind the ear.
And he's never been
This is the guy that's never been told no.
Yeah, never
the
been.
Only time action he's done is been playing Call of Duty on veteran, and not even hardcore.
Bruh.
No, he plays on medium. He plays on medium and think he's bad.
He plays on recruit.
He's clearly the dude that you see in those military academy movies who's the bully, and he finally gets to war, and this is the result.
Because
he plays on recruit. He's the kind of guy that plays Call of Duty on
I was all stars at the academy.
He's the kind of guy that plays Call of Duty on recruit and thinks he's a badass.
I mean, when they asked him 20 questions on the dropship, like,
have you been in combat? Wave 15 with them zombies, nigga. What you trying to say?
They asked him, it's like, hey, have you been in combat? About 15 hours into simulating, but that's about it. And they're like, really, nigga?
What?
Really? Hey
man, check out riding over here, nigga.
So all his experience and stuff, I would say it more or less dooms the Marines when they find, because what they ends up finding out when they get to the ship, they found out they can't detect any body heat inside that whole facility. So they're like, shit, where'd the bodies go?
Well,
what the fuck? So what they find out was all the colonists, they actually get tagged with chips. So they're like, if they got tagged with chips and we can't find them, what the fuck's going on? And Hudson is the one that figures out, oh, I found them. They're actually on the other side of the facility underground. All right, I guess we got to go there. Sure,
fine. When y'all going down there, put y'all guns up. Like, put them up now. Like put them. No, actually, remember, Hudson wasn't going to tell them to. Remember, they was like, wait a minute. Where are they by a nuclear reactor? Shouldn't you tell them not to?
That is a thermal.
Yeah, that wasn't Hudson, but it was I forgot the name of the colonel, but he was the one like, oh shit, you're right. And that's when the guy was like, yeah, collect because all the ammo is laced with like exploding tips.
Yeah.
So I like how
don't use the grenade launchers. Don't use the grenades. Just stick to regular firepower.
Hicks had the best line that they use in Call of Duty. I like to keep this for close encounters.
Okay, my main weapon when I'm playing Call of Duty.
I ain't gonna lie, I love that. That line is great.
No. I looked away for the computer for 2 seconds. All I heard was this fucking right, Vasquez. Like, he gave her a gun, did he?
No. Vasquez like a boyfriend with like, yeah, we're gonna keep a couple of ammo rounds on this. I don't trust this nigga.
Can I say? Can we say that part? Where Hicks
like
goes.
That's how she looked.
Like the part where Hicks was saying, "Oh, see, I like to keep this for close encounters." Why do I have a feeling that in the real director's cut, he actually gets into a whole ass firefight with about 5 or 6 xenomorphs, and he is just one-shotting them with that shotgun.
Hey, look, man, he headshot that motherfucker.
I hope
literally. But because what's funny? I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, well, if they collect the ammo because of things, why you got a shotgun? I forgot he has an old school shotgun, so it's not going to be exploding tips. I'm like, that's right. I fucking forgot. Of course.
Now, everybody that's listening to us, I have a question. It's time to play the game that everybody likes to play during a horror movie. Who's the first one to go?
The man with the ammo. The man with the ammo gets killed first.
In other words,
the black.
The man with the ammo and the man that was in charge with everything.
Now here's the thing. D is right,
gentlemen. The Negro has to go.
D is right. Now D is right in the aspect that these aliens have Black Air Force One energy, because what I like about the xenomorphs, they waste no time. Number one, you're in their nest. They're already camouflaged, hanging up on the ceilings, chilling on the wall, basically asleep, basically asleep, chilling.
I will admit that I do like the introduction of the aliens in this movie as opposed to the first movie. Because if you remember in the first movie when dude was trying to get Jones, aka the cat, back, we just see this obvious puppet just doing this shit from the string. Like he was just hanging there. And I'm like, wait, that's how we're introduced to the alien? Yeah. This is our first? I was like, seems kind of.
It worked for that atmosphere, though. To be fair,
I mean, it worked. Yes, from an atmospheric, point of view, it definitely worked. But I'm like, just seeing it hanging there like that, I'm like, that seems kind of lazy. But I was like, when was this? 1979. Okay, I'll let it go. But seeing them,
they stepped it up.
In '86, and seeing how they put this together, where we see like 5 or 6 of them crawling under the freaking, falling under the freaking cage and shit. I'm like,
clearly that was a guy in a suit that dropped down from the ceiling when they got underground. I was like, oh shit. Like these motherfuckers came to fucking kill. As soon as they take old boy, it's a domino effect because they took him, it lit a fire under there, it exploded all the ammo. Vasquez and her boy was like, fuck this shit. Start lighting these motherfuckers up. And they start fucking shooting.
I was laughing because, like I said, they just ganged up on these niggas. Like,
they bullied them.
The pull-up game.
And I like the fact it was actually
them. It was like, nah, these niggas don't even know where we at. Oh shit, man, he got the wrong man. Nah, fuck these niggas up, man. Nah, they trying to shoot at us. Hey man, if you get shot, make sure your arm is facing them so you get the acid on them.
I mean, and like the colonel that had the stogie, he got murked because communication is shit down there because of the nuclear power shit.
AKA they had T-Mobile, but
yeah, pretty much.
Dude,
I mean, cricket.
You know what? I laughed.
No, they had Boost.
I laughed at. I understand that technology.
Mobile.
I understand technology and interference and crap like that, but I'm like, yo, dog, it's the year 2300, dog. You mean to tell me?
No way.
You mean to tell me that Boost Mobile is still not?
No. I take it back.
Boost Mobile is.
I take it back. It ain't Boost.
Impact
it ain't
Wrestling of cell phones.
No. I take it back. I'm sorry, gentlemen. It ain't Boost Mobile. They were clearly running down there with track phone technology.
Man. I mean, like,
and
the thing it is,
track phone survived the nuclear war that was started by Jeff Bezos. That was a thing that's actually happened in this timeline. Look it up.
And it's so chaotic, because at this point, Ripley's telling old boy, like, hey, you might want to get the fuck down there and save them. She's like, fuck this shit. I'm going to save them. And I like the guy was like, stop, Ripley. No. And I'm like, yeah, dog, you ain't winning that shit. She got you. She overrides.
I like how my girl took that V14 engine and went for like, I like how homeboy was like this. Ripley! Like, oh, now it hits you.
Too late, dog. She already got it. Even Burke was like, hey, dog, she got it.
Newt, look, I like how Newt, this is how gangster Newt is. She went from sitting down to getting up and sitting in the corner. I'm like, nah, I already know how this ride about to go.
Hey, yeah, look, to Newt's credit, though, what I like about Newt is that people love in some of these movies, at least back then, to make it seem as though kids are stupid. I like how they played up that Newt is not stupid. Because from the time she saw her dad have a face hugger, she knew shit was fucking wrong.
Yep.
She knew something was wrong.
She actually was smart.
She hid in the vents. I was shocked that she never got caught. That was the crazy part about all that. I was like, wow, she survived. And the fact that Ripley pointed out, like, this girl survived somehow. Like,
she survived. She survived by adapting the same type of hiding capability that the first alien did. Because remember, the first alien was using the air ducts.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She was hiding through the freaking vents.
And it's clearly these xenomorphs never used the air ducts because they were just going through the fucking doors because, well, these are colonists. They don't know how to fucking defend themselves and shit. So they're just going to go through the front door and it's like whatever and shit. They don't know any better and stuff. So clearly she can go through the vents and stuff because I got to assume that clearly those aliens were just walking around there. And she's like, fuck this shit. I'm going in the vents. They ain't going to find me here.
I'm going to keep it a stack. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Out of everything that was happening, where these space marines were getting wrecked left and right, for timeline purposes, they could really use the Predator.
Oh,
I mean, I like.
Oh, by the way, we have that thing with the Predator was there. It's called Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
No. Duke. Do not get ejectocito from this podcast. Okay?
To be honest with you, those movies is the only thing.
I'm only saying that in regards to Predator 2, where that Predator had a xenomorph skull, part of his trophy collection.
I bet that nigga came across a couple of them motherfuckers. And secondly, I bet all the Predators like, what's that? Oh, that's a xenomorph, nigga. How they get over here?
So I like how
Ripley on this side of the galaxy.
Ripley crashes into the side of where they're at.
Look like this. All right, so hey, yo, Curtis, it's your turn. No, the fuck it ain't. Yes, it is, nigga. Yeah, go ahead. It's your turn, nigga.
It's a freaking Predator name, Curtis.
Pussy.
Thank you, Chris. I'm going, man. Look, you got mad when you said I'm going. You just see the little face. Oh, hey, man, I'm going. God.
Actually, Curtis was the one when all the Marines got into that vehicle that popped up. Hey guys, surprise! And I'm like, yeah, surprise, you got shotguns in your mouth.
Hey, look, Curtis was the one. Yeah, Curtis was the one that always got burnt by Daddy Glover. And literally, no. And when they came back, like they was like this. Oh shit, hey yo, Curtis. Yo, Kurt. Yeah, yo, man, come over here, man. That Curtis, yeah, that's Kurt, man. He on the ground. Who did that? Oh, it's a black dude. It's always a nigga, right? Yeah, you cool, bro. You cool. Bro.
Like, damn, you cut it. I was like, damn, bro, he cut his hand off.
Woo! I'm gonna say for a second.
Look,
I know
he got cut with his own weapon.
Look, Danny Glover like, wait a minute. Look, you know, Danny Glover's all shot like this. Oh no, he ain't dead. You did a good job. Woo!
I gotta say for the record,
what you have? A revolver. Bro, this is a real revolver right here. Let me show you this shit right here. Let me show you this shit right
1770, like 1917.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, you a black dude. You gonna respect this. You know who Bill Pickett was? I bet you do. Okay, so let me tell you something.
I just want to point out something here. I like Predator 2. I know it has its faults. I would say for the record, even as a kid, there was a level of, because again, I didn't read the Dark Horse comics up to that point until afterwards, right? The idea of a guy, he kills a predator and you got like 50-11 lasers pointed at you and shit. And he's like, all right, who's next? I'm going to die, but y'all coming down with me. And the fact that they looked at him was like, you know what? Respect. We didn't like this nigga anyway.
That's what that was. It's like, no, like, it was like, I know next? You did not. So you just going to walk on our ship like is that Curtis? Yo, nigga. What?
You know what? Here's a gun, dog. You know what? We'll spare Earth. You know what? You got it. Y'all want it.
Listen. You
right there when you said that, right there. Why you telling me we're gonna spare Earth, nigga? We want to come back here. Like, this is a dirt planet. We don't care about it.
No. Listen. I'm giving respect to this guy because he took out Curtis, who took out a xenomorph.
Yeah.
But also time out the fucked up part of that before we continue is his boys was watching that whole fight and didn't do shit to jump in.
Yes, they were.
That's what the Predators do.
When they decloaked on his ass, I was like, so y'all just stood there the whole time and just, all right.
That's what
Chris, that you said, look, Chris, that you said that? Hey, yo, no. Hey, Marcus, sit down, Marcus. Sit down, Mark. You know, sit down, bro.
He
got this shit, man. No, he got it.
He got man up. He got it.
You do. He got to be a man. Because we don't told Curtis about this. Oh, I got a xenomorph. So what, bitch? My nephew got one. Yeah, my nephew got one. Jamarcus. Yeah, that nigga. Look, man, I got a picture of that nigga on my phone right here, man. Look at this little motherfucker. Yeah, he got 4 of them motherfuckers. Anybody can get a xenomorph, bro.
The one dude that thought Curtis won when he shot the net at Danny Glover before he cut himself out. Like, oh, he won. It's a wrap. He got him. Oh shit.
Hey, Chris. Here's the fucked up part. Here's the fucked up part.
I bet we're hyping up the adventures of Curtis the Predator.
No, hold up. It's the best part when they're watching Curtis fight, like Danny Glover, right? It's like, come on, man, he got this. It's like he killed a xenomorph. That xenomorph was already dead, man.
That damn
Eris, to add to that, just
that's what I'm saying. He never killed it. It was
what you say?
dead.
But Eris, here's the thing: it's stolen valor. He sat back and watched Ripley ejected out of the fucking thing and just came in and just snagged it and just like, I guess I can go on ahead and skin this shit alive and put his bones.
So let me get this straight. So Curtis, what you do, man? So what I did was I neck snapped the queen in floating in in space. Yeah, and like they were like I just took it out. Like, it was frozen to death. It didn't wake up. No, it didn't wake up. Yeah, y'all know. Come on, look, man, look.
Hey, look, man, the W is a W.
Look, Chris, Eris. Reason why I'm laughing right now, we gotta hurry up and get back on subject. But the reason why I'm laughing, like, look, I'm sorry. I could have been a man. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing the claw. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be a person, you know.
No,
I'm doing better, man. I'm trying to be better.
This just to open it up.
Now, here's the thing, too. What I like about this whole thing, Ripley saves him and stuff, runs over a fucking alien and stuff, and they get out, right? And she, at this point, she fucked up the axle on the fucking Ford F-150 and shit.
You know, and Chris, shut up.
Yeah, I thought that was something right out of I thought that was like the tumbler from Batman Begins.
No, that was no tumbler.
You better give some respect to that GMC 5500 Sierra.
I don't know why y'all. First of all, y'all are both wrong. Y'all know damn well that was a Nissan Titan. Anyway,
but here's the thing.
Chris, Eris. Now, hold on. Now, this is where I get real. I wish a Titan would do something like that. I'm begging for a Titan to do half the things an F-150 can.
You want to know why? You want to know? No.
Look.
D,
You said Tacoma, we be cool.
No. Listen. D, you want to know why I said a Nissan Titan? Here's the problem. Acid melts a Nissan Titan's axle, not the F-150.
It's true.
Now, look, Chris. Now, Eris, I'm actually
alien acid blood.
Eris, I'm mad at you. I'm a Dodge person, so I know from experience it don't take that much to kill the axles on a ram.
All I'm saying is this. This is where we figure out that the aliens are okay. So once they get on there, they decide, all right, the chain of command is going down to Hicks being in charge now because that's where they're at right now.
All right, guys.
I like how at this point, now here's where you knew Burke was some shit. When she sat there and looked at Hicks and was like, you know what? Hey, we're gonna have to nuke this shit and just fly back up there and drop a tactical nuke. I like how Burke looked at her like, fuck.
Now hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now remember, they drove out the facility. They drove out the city, like you said, broke the. I love it because Bill Paxton did what any dude. I hate it when guys have to do this to women. I hate it because it looks a certain way. But women, sometimes y'all need us to do this. Like, okay, you grind. It's metal on metal. It's metal on metal. We're not going nowhere. Give me your hand. There you go.
Yeah, that was Michael. Yeah, that was Hicks that did that. Like, calm down, Ripley. We're out. Which,
okay,
hey, look,
they get out there. All right, man. So all we gotta do is make this ship. Don't worry, man. This is oh shit. What the fuck? Oh.
Here's what was fucked up is when dude walked onto the ship and was like, "The fuck is this sticky shit? What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "Oh,
there's no protocols.
Right there. Hey, put down that plot device and come on to the ship."
Yeah, there's no a
which
scan
makes me
or whatever.
believe. This what makes me believe that the aliens could already access the facility, and at this point, after the Marines fucked that shit, the aliens like, oh, we got food on the planet. All right, I guess we can go to the surface now.
I gotta give these aliens one thing, man. Once they start reproducing, man, they like black people in the summertime. I will say that.
Well, you remember Bishop was
they're
doing
like rabbits, man.
You remember Bishop was well to your point, Duke, about the rabbits, because you remember Bishop was doing the math like, well, there were like 120 colonists here, and you got them aliens down there. Well, you do the math, it's a lot of fucking aliens on this fucking planet. So,
and that's if they have a queen. I'm sorry, a queen.
426.
Yeah, so and it was funny too because Hudson earlier in the movie when he's freaking out and stuff, he was like, "These things are like ants, man. They probably have a queen." Foreshadowing.
That was super foreshadowing.
Which in the theatrical cut, Bishop was the one that just said that it has to be something bigger on the planet. He never emphasized the queen. He just said, well, if we have all these facehuggers here, there has to be something bigger because that's the only way we can get more of these things here and stuff. But the fact that in the special edition, Hudson was like, it has to be a queen. There's no way. So yeah, it's insane.
And because it's the sequel, it's expected.
Yeah, which you have to imagine out of all the colonists that kind of got chest bursters coming out, one of them had to be the queen in some way, shape, or form to get that.
Yeah.
Had to have been. So, I mean, I have to imagine they went through that ship too. That's another thing that I don't think we never really think about is they probably did go through that. So, yeah. And to be honest, after the ship crashes and they go back to the facility, that's where pretty much the remainder of the movie is. It literally turns into we have to fight for our lives because we figure out that, hey, so
yeah,
number one, the satellite dish is fucked up because that's when Bishop was like, hey, I can get another drop ship down here, but I'm gonna have to go out to the surface and redirect the dish, and that's gonna take hours to redirect the dish. That big giant ass satellite dish that's outside.
And then he has to do all that stuff, and he had to do it all by himself too. And he had to crawl.
I love that, and I love that that Bill Paxton was saying, "Yeah, man, that's a great idea. You should go out there." Listen, I might be an android, but I'm not stupid.
Which, by the way, he also points out, yes, you know that nuke facility that you were in? Yeah, that shit's going to blow up in about, what was it, like 24, 48 hours or some shit like
something
that?
Like that.
Yeah, like 5 hours and such.
It was something like that. So they're already like on a timetable. Like they got to get the fuck out of there or else pretty much they'll be dead alongside the aliens.
Bro, this movie, I would say this movie and the first one, God, the amount of inspiration that went to Resident Evil. Think about it. The countdown,
Metroid,
Metroid. I mean, which I already mentioned in our last podcast, Metroid. But the whole countdown until total destruction is such a Resident Evil thing now. I mean, think about it. We got to do this in like 2 minutes, or else everything blows up and we're dead.
I mean, and that's the thing too, is that what we find out, and this is something that in the special edition they emphasize. So with them, basically, they basically been going through different parts of the facility and basically, barricading themselves and the fuck they were doing. They were like, I think they were like locking. What was it? They were God damn it! I'm like forgetting the word that they were using to keep the doors closed and stuff.
If I remember correctly, they locked down the doors and they were trying to use the.
They use a torch. They use a torch to seal it. Yeah, they use a blowtorch to seal it down.
Seal it up, and then they had I like the extended cut.
Turrets.
They show like the turrets and everything,
which is a plot device.
Yeah,
because which it was a good plot device because it showed how smart the aliens were. Because the aliens, the very first time, they were getting lit up by them fucking turrets, and the second time the aliens figured out, okay, if we can't do it by bully rushing, we'll just go on ahead and just keep attacking it until they run out of bullets. Because the second set of turrets that they had, it ran out of bullets.
Well, one of them did.
Yeah. So what happened was during this whole process and stuff, meanwhile, when they finally formulated a plan of getting the drop shit down and Bishop is them trying to figure out a plan to do it, we found out Burke decides, let me go ahead and lock Ripley and Newt up in this room with 2 face huggers and go ahead and let the party happen and them do that. Which, now, I don't know the patches of time between a face hugger impregnating you and you having a chest burster for his plan to really work the way it would have.
It took like a couple of hours in the first movie. It took like at least like a night.
So, I mean, maybe his plan would have worked if they were going to stasis, but it was just kind of weird.
If I remember, according to the beginning of this movie, remember when Newt's dad got the face hugger attached, they forcefully took it off and it killed him.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, it did. You're right. They did they did take it off and stuff. So Ripley, that's probably one of my favorite scenes too, because these face huggers are fucking fast as shit. And like, imagine you're in a room with not 1, but 2 crawling around. It's just so they're stuck in there and stuff. And finally, Ripley lights up the fucking the fire alarm and stuff, and they go in there, break it up and stuff. They get the face hugger off Ripley and stuff, and Hudson kills the fucking other face hugger.
I mean, he overdoes it.
Hey, you gotta double tap till they're done. Man. I don't blame him.
Double, triple, quadruple.
Quad went on that.
I don't blame him, man. So at this point, that's when Ripley was like, yeah, this motherfucker over here was trying to get us through quarantine by having them shits impregnate us. And I was like, well,
and Paul Reiser doing the best Paul Reiser. All right,
no.
everyone, listen. Now I know this is Hollywood's way of always making the Jew looks like the person that's just screwing everyone over. And I want to tell you something. That's something that Hollywood did a lot, and they didn't hide that shit. They really didn't hide that shit. It's kind of funny. Hollywood is responsible for moving the needle on some social shit, but it's always funny when they hit this little, we need to stop doing that. You do realize how many jokes y'all made about people like that. You know what I mean? It's just, it's wild to me, man. But it's kind of funny. Like, he was like, hold on. Okay, I probably did that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I did that shit, but guys, you're getting paid, right? It's great. It's awesome.
Hey, don't worry. Well, you're tiny. Woo. We help you.
You'll all be well compensated when we escape. I'm just saying.
Well, and tiny, you are family. Come on now, man. Look.
Well, let's be real. Majority of them fucking people are military, and if you're in the military, there is a very strict kid. Don't say shit when you leave out the fucking military.
Oh yeah, by the way, like, so what do you want to do? He was like, the whole thing was like, what are we going to do? We're going to nuke the whole planet. He like, whoa
there, buddy.
Whoa. Okay. Look here, Ellen. Look here, Mrs. Ripley. All right, now it's time for the man to talk. Okay, so That's over $1 trillion you're just about to blow up.
Dude, the fact
And
that
I won't have even a xenomorph skeleton to show anybody. Do you know what part of my ass they're going to use? Do you want to know what part of my ass they will use?
this is like
The
me,
whole ass.
This is my thing. It's like me asking, can I trust Elon Musk to actually do like with these things? We can weaponize them. Like you can't control these things. I'm sorry, you can't control these things.
I keep on saying
Elon Musk in this situation, he would try to sell it, but then next
what we could do, we could make sure all of the xenomorphs are all talking to each other, making sure that they all like stop.
This is why this is exactly why I hated Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. We can control the dinosaurs. No, you can't. What are we doing here, guys?
I'm just reminded about that kid show that came out recently for it. And all the kids came like joined that island now are traumatized as hell.
Do you not know? I
can't wait for that for the Alien franchise.
Did you not understand that you cannot control an extinct ecosystem by bringing it back into modern times? What makes you think you can control an alien that literally wastes no time capturing, impregnating, and killing like said hosts?
But we have money,
my
though.
friend Benjamin Franklin. My friend Benjamin Grant and
Sir, this is 2134. This is Mass Effect credits, sir.
Oh
credits.
God. Oh yeah. So sir, I have over 5 billion Doge coins. I think you need some respect.
Yo, I'm sorry.
Hell I am.
I swear to God, when I watch this movie,
when we catch up, we're gonna put those xenomorphs. Maybe we could sell them as NFTs. That's gonna get
man. Listen,
yes, a xenomorph NFT. Listen, a xenomorph NFT. Yes. I want in on that.
Yes, they would do that.
You're gonna bribe the Alien Queen, please, Alien Queen. Don't take us over. We'll give you 500 in NFTs. Call it fair, right? We'll give you 40 acres and a mule and some NFTs. Is that good? Is that good?
You know what?
I
gotta give it up. I gotta give it up to Ripley. I gotta give it to Ripley for saying this one thing. Wait a minute, how much is it going to cost, y'all? I'm sorry, but I just got a question. How has Weyland-Yutani not like decimated economies all across the galaxy? This sounds like y'all are dumping a lot of money. Like, yo.
Dude,
their ultimate fate, what happens to Yutani is hilarious.
Guys, don't you remember Sue, you know the number. What was the number that Weyland-Yutani told to Ripley of how much that was lost in the freighter? Wasn't it like $13 million after inflation or some shit like that was lost in the freighter?
Something like that. Yeah.
The way they said it so casually, like $13 million was a drop in the bucket. I'm like, you niggas are rich and you're mad that she blew up the freighter. Like, come on, man.
Exactly. It was a freighter. It wasn't like a battle cruiser or some shit, something actually important. It was a freighter. Y'all are mad. Y'all are mad because you lost what $100,000 in
tractors.
No, $100,000 in tractors. The fact that you had to spend $500, a $500 deductible on your insurance.
Also, who was feeding all those illegal aliens down there? Yeah, you heard me. Who was feeding all those illegal aliens that you had me ship?
The only answer to that: liberals.
Man,
shut up. No, why the fuck you said all this? No. When he said like it's a drop of the like, I like how you say that, Eris. Like it's a freighter. Hey, Eris, you do realize that thing needs a nuclear reactor to get out to space, and on top of that, to burn the fuel that it has to burn out in space. It's like, Dave, shut the fuck up. You know what I meant. Yes, I do. I just want to throw that out there. How casually you're making it sound like it's Eris made this sound like a DHL truck that got lost. That's the way you made it.
I did make it sound like that for a reason. You want to know why? They own the freighter, they own the rockets, and they own the rocket boosters that they needed to send it across time and space.
I mean, let's be real.
Eris,
don't at me.
Eris, when you said that right there, somebody said, bullshit, you know that was the Chinese. You know that had nothing to do with it.
Let's be real. It reminded me of Pacific Rim with Idris Elba's character, where he was like, yeah, I got nuke poisoning from them first Jaegers. That fucking lining to protect us from radiation poisoning wasn't shit, but they gave me these boss-ass pills to keep me alive for another 20 years. It's great.
The military in movies, it's always overblown, but it's Kind of on the nose.
I was like, you know what? I didn't think about it in the confines of the series. Like, yeah, they probably did go through some Jaegers where it was just fucking just held together by duct tape and hope and dreams and shit.
Yeah, I think they had an asbestos problem with one of these motherfuckers. Whatever the future equivalent of asbestos is, you got to think there's some niggas that work at motherfucking Anaheim. Like, yeah, and ever since that's how I lost these fingers. Anaheim ain't giving the money for it.
I'm pretty sure it happened to them Whaley Utani ships. Like, yeah, I grew an extra leg, and
I feel like the public service. I feel like the public doesn't know everything about Whaley Utani like they need to. Like
they didn't pay Ripley shit. She was in a shitty ass ghetto ass apartment and shit. Like, all right, I guess.
Well, I mean, it was
a futuristic ghetto ahetto apartment,
and it was overlooking half of the earth, only half of the earth.
So it's like, to me,
it's ghetto as fuck.
The fact that Burke was just so matter of fact, like,
yeah, no. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry, Chris. It was the ghetto because it wasn't facing the earth; it was facing the moon. It's ghetto ass view.
It was facing
it's some bullshit.
First of all, it was facing the ring of Halo.
I know, right?
This ghetto ass view.
So I just like that when it got down to the fact that they had to send Bishop off and stuff. They had to open, which, hey, look, man, that was some Andy Dufresne shit. Like, yeah, I gotta crawl through this fucking hole. Well, it wasn't a river of shit, thankfully. Thank God it wasn't a river of shit. But
as much as I love Lance Henderson, I gotta be honest with you, I was not in love with the camera being between his eyeballs like that. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, thank you. I'm thinking to myself, his wife sees that on top of her. I'm serious. I love you, Lance. It look like you only do missionary and nothing else. Bishop, and you do that missionary where you're like,
Bishop looks like what a 50-year-old that has his first Facebook page does when he takes a picture and he's like this. Takes a picture of himself.
I like the ones where they do it like this. I love that. Like, why is there all this extra stuff?
Yo, get your grandson to fucking take a goddamn picture. What are we doing in there?
Man.
Get your nephew to take the goddamn picture, man.
Look, it's this easy. Hey, Niecy. Hey, do me this. Hey, do a picture for me. They always do a picture. They always look awkward, like they stand this. This man is the camera.
No. D, or they get the one where they're like way off to the side.
Man, the one they be like in the corner and shit. Like, yo.
Hey, you did do on one of my coworkers while I was looking at the liquor store. He just got a picture from, like, it looked like it was from 10 years ago at fucking what was the name of that fucking spot on Naylor Road? Legend Nightclub. Like, he got a picture from Legend Nightclub that was on a Polaroid, and he just took a picture of that shit on his phone. It was like, yeah,
I love that, man. I miss those days of MySpace. I miss those niggas taking pictures of photos.
Hey, my shitty
only
ass.
Only can upload 12 of them at a time. Remember, that was before the movie 300 came out, and all of a sudden they had the sponsorship to open that crap. You know, that was the most corporate bullshit that MySpace did, and we just ignored it. Good Lord, millennials, y'all suck.
Listen. Before I had gotten an upgraded phone, I had a piece of shit flip phone, and I had one fucking piece of. It was a horrible quality picture of myself outside. I was like, "This is all you fucking getting until I get a better phone."
Hey, all of us are guilty for having a picture with a fitted and a do rag. So that's all I can say.
Didn't have a do rag, but I had a fitted, and it was a weeboo fitted of like a dragon and shit.
Doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter. It was a rag, a bandana. Doesn't matter. It was on your head. We've all got one.
My MySpace picture.
We've all got one.
My MySpace picture, literally, it would have been something that would have been fitting for Black Planet if I had a Black Planet page.
Oh, mine was perfect. I had the one. I had the full-on fly away jump.
So, Eris, not to put you on blast, but did you have a picture on MySpace of you with an Armadale bottle at least?
It was a scissor bottle, not Armadale.
Okay, close enough.
Got several of them. We got several of them. No. D will never release those. I care.
That will never get released. That's an archive.
Care for my brother.
Unless you were actually friends with D on MySpace.
I will.
That's the only way you do.
I will However, try to find an old picture of us, Eris, and make that the BAM cover for next year, and like black and white it, and do like the rap albums where we black out our eyes.
Sir, why don't y'all just use the fucking thing from the when y'all were rapper episode? Boom, there you go.
Don't do that. Don't
Please
do that.
don't do that.
Don't do that. I don't want these niggas to know anything about my life. Like
they already know that. They already know about your life, dude. They know you got 3 kids and you're a former rapper. They know this already. But much like a Tyler Perry movie, he has a good working job.
Shut the fuck up.
No, hold on.
Why did you have to say former rapper? Why did you have to say former rapper?
But you have a good paying job, sir. It's a very good paying job. Don't take this away from me, D. Don't do this to yourself.
Don't do this. Look. Reality. I live in it. That being said, nigga. That being said, my nigga. No. No. Don't do that to me. I don't get paid, nigga. I wish I had money.
Anyway. No, but anyways, like the whole thing with Burke, I just laugh at how he tried to do plausible deniability. Everybody's looking at him like, and I like how Hudson's first like, why don't we just shoot him?
Yeah, seriously. After all this stuff,
just shoot him.
Traps up. He tries to basically, get these alien things to back to base with Newt and Ripley, and I'm like, yeah, well, why nail him? I'm like, dude, no, I'm like, kill him.
He's an extra body that's useful. I wouldn't even trust him with a gun. Why is he here?
The only thing he's useful for is bait for the aliens.
In fact, if it was me, I would have been like, hey, we're gonna tie Burke's ass up on a post outside.
Oh, yeah, I would have did that. I would have did that. That would have happened.
We're gonna have him as bait for the aliens, and we're just gonna
roll out.
We just roll out. Fuck this shit. We're gonna roll out.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, here's the bait. Here you go. Y'all two.
What's Weyland-Yutani gonna do? At most, Weyland-Yutani would be like old boy from fucking the fucking the Nazis
the SS.
No. The Quentin Tarantino movie where they Inglourious Bastards, where Brad Pitt's character, where there was like they'll chew you out. I've been chewed out before.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what that was Ripley's attitude, to be honest with you. He's like, but Weyland-Yutani, yeah, they'll chew me out, but
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Deuces. It'd be like,
there's that type of moxie that's been missing.
Right.
We'll just go back to the planet and terraform it. I mean, good. They're all dead, so sure. You want to put dead bodies on top of dead bodies? Go for it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. See y'all later. Hopefully that queen didn't.
Don't call me back. I'm out.
Two tears in the bucket.
I think Weyland. No, this is what happened. Well, looks like Ripley is down there. I got a question. Yeah, who was the one that said let's send her down there? Who? Which one of y'all greenlit that? Did we really want to say, well, she knew how to deal with it more than no, I know, get that, yeah. Why is she still in the system is what I'm trying to ask you. See, nobody want to fire people when we need to, but then want to come up, oh man, some such been working here too long. I'm giving you keys, people.
Here's what's the kicker about this.
We at Weyland-Yutani do not accept this. When we purchased Coca-Cola, that was the wave of the future.
Oh, side note, before we get to the end of the movie, side note to Eris, I like how Reebok try to put out those Ripley Reebok shoes, and them shits were like bot food, like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I was so mad because I kind of sort of wanted them, but I was like, they're bot food. I have
a good question.
You already know what's about to be bot food coming tomorrow. Those unicorn Gundams.
Oh, them Gundams gonna be
shut up, sir. Food. Shut up. I want them.
Yes, they are.
Shut up. Shut
hey,
up.
Eris, I got a good question. Mm-hmm. You were more of a sneakerhead than I realized. Okay. Like I said, again, let's just use the year 2300 as a base. Of all the sneakers that are around today, who would be still alive? And be real. Be real with yourself. Hurt your feelings if you have to. Which company do you think will still be around? Because I think you're like me. You know what? It ain't going to be one of them. You know which one I'm talking about.
I know which one it is, and I'm about to make a lot of people angry. Converse.
What? You mean to tell me they get out of their contract with Nike?
I see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Honestly, if I had,
that's not a
honestly,
bad
I'm going to
Converse.
I was gonna say Adidas. Actually,
I would say Adidas just because they're evil enough to live.
No, see. Okay, you say that. I'm with you on that, D. But see, here's where this floats back to Converse. You want to know why I be Converse? Because Converse will reinvent itself and become the Anaheim Electronics of sneakers.
I have this feeling like they start streamlining their shoes to look too good, like way too good. And Nike's like, yeah, so there was a lot of dead hookers that they found under those people's things. So we're gonna have to redo our whole thing. Hey, won't we take the Converse line and make that the mainstay of whatever? And they like totally abandon Nike, and we never hear from Nike ever again.
Because let me tell you something. You put the Chuck Taylor star on everything, people gonna go for it.
It'd be so funny. So that being said, which I'm fine with it being Reeboks. Come on, it just proves that this was the 80s when it came out. But that being said, if it's I would think it would be better if it was like a Converse star on the side of that shit. That would have been dope.
So this is what the shoe looks like. It's going for $2,000, but I had to put that out there.
Geez.
I kind of sort of wanted it, but in the grand scheme, I knew it was going to be bot food.
The alien stomper high.
I will tell you this. I like it until the gray shows up.
Yeah.
I like it until
I get why they didn't want to make it all white because it looked too much like a boot. So
but the problem I have with that, see, here's the thing about that. See, because I know this was going to be bot food, real talk. I get an off brand of this, man. I get an off brand of this for $100 or something, man. Just because the bottom part of that shoe looks like every other Reebok I have ever seen.
Yeah, I had some Reeboks. It did.
So like I think you can
half the shoe does have
that.
Yeah, because I get what they were going for, because you have to imagine in the future Reebok would kind of sort of keep that kind of like it's a Reebok shoe, but they obviously add the futuristic boot thing, because let's be real, Nike did that shit with the Back to the Future shoes where it wasn't quite a boot, but it kind of had that kind of like flavor to it.
But the problem with the Back to the Future shoes is those were specifically like a raffle, like a prize that you had to win. Like nobody could walk into a store and get the Marty McFlys.
Yeah. The funny part is they got mids, which a lot of people do that.
I actually like to see that. See, even though I don't like the gray, I take the mids. And how much the mids cost? $500, $550.
That seems reasonable.
I get that.
I wouldn't pay $500. That's not me.
I wouldn't either, but I get it.
You know what's going for that exact same price, and the shoe hadn't even been released yet. The CDG foam posits.
Oh yeah. So it's. Yeah, it's kind of amazing where we're at right now with just the way future shoes and damn, wow, they actually had these too.
Oh yeah, no, that was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, the alien and alien.
Wow. Oh, that light sound. Wow, I might actually get that.
I like
that. Got $700 because I don't have $700.
I'm not into shoes that much, but dang, that looks nice. But yeah,
power walkers. But going back though. The body count starts stacking up because, again, we're building up tension here. They seal the door where they're at, right? At this point, they're like, we just sealed the door, and it shows that they're like literally right in front of us. What the fuck is going on? As soon as Hicks says, hey, let me check the vents, I was like, oh, God. When he cracked open that vent and put the lights there, that's when I was like,
when you started seeing the aliens coming one by one, and like, bro. First of all,
falling down would be me right there, like, oh shit.
No. Like when he looked up in the vents and saw the aliens coming. Here's all the aliens, gang,
man. And I like how Burke tried to be like, fuck this shit, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm like, Burke, you don't even have a gun. What makes you think that you're gonna be able to get out?
It's okay. I'm the slimy guy, like from Whalen Yutani. I'm gonna get out of this clean. I'm just gonna open up the door with my back turned and not see an obvious alien waiting to annihilate.
Burke the lone alien was like, what's up, guy? Ha!
No.
Hey, look.
Actually,
alien, before you do anything else, have you heard of NFTs?
Man, listen.
No. Check this out.
Stop.
Check this out, dude.
Check those TPS.
You want to know what Burke said? As soon as he got stabbed with the alien tail, he turned into a freaking Topher Grace from Predators and said, "I'm like you."
Hey, can you imagine?
No,
we didn't get
no.
He
know what
hit
I
him
got?
He hit him with that. I'm one of you.
Nah, nigga. He tried to fucking bargain with that shit with a checkbook. Like, come on, guy. What's your number? What's your number, please?
Zeno.
Whoa,
Whoa,
sorry,
whoa,
man.
Wait. I got you. Zeno, Bubby, I'm your white knight.
I got you, Eris. No, I got you even more.
He doesn't say the whole xenomorph. He says Zeno.
Eris, I got you one. Oh, sorry. Oh God, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I got wild. Tiger guy in the cage, man. Tiger guy in the cage.
Yo, can you imagine Burke trying to punch an alien? He's like,
wow. Oh shit.
Shit.
I'm sorry. Whoa.
I'm so
Tiger
sorry.
guy in the cage, man.
No, let's be real. The only person can actually punch an alien and actually walk away from it would probably be Superpower Ridley.
Ridley is probably the only person that could get away
at
with
this
that
point.
shit.
Yeah, the only other person that could have. The only other person that could have.
For this movie, I got to give it to Hicks.
Actually, in my opinion, the only person that could have knocked out a xenomorph with his fist got fucking Batman out of the scene, and that was the black. That was the black captain. So,
maybe if the black captain was Carl Weathers, probably got a shot.
Wait, gentlemen. If this movie was made today, you want to know who it would be? Vasquez.
Vasquez says. But she has to be played by a Latino because hold on.
No. You already know.
He's right.
No.
A Latino who. Well, I'm Latino now. Those one of those.
I don't see.
No. See, the movie
I'm Latinx.
No, the movie would be made today, right? I hate you, D. The movie would be made today, and it would be done by.
I'm sorry.
It would be done.
Latino. I'm sorry.
It would be done by Michelle Rodriguez.
Yes, it would be.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Sir. She's like Mila Jovovich. That's too easy. You gotta go with somebody else.
No,
you gotta go with the other chick that was in that movie with Anthony Mackie, where she was like this chick that was like a fashion designer, and was it Miss Bala? That chick. You gotta get her.
No, they're gonna get what's no. They get your girl. They get your girl.
I'm gonna get my girl from Predators, the one with the sniper rifle.
Yeah. She's in she's not Narco. She's in the that other fucking cartel show that she's in. She plays like the actual drug, like
Queen Sugar.
No, not Queen Sugar. It's the other one. It's the one where she's like the actual cartel leader and shit and stuff.
I would have her.
I forgot her name, but yeah, I can see her.
She would be the one that
Braga. I think it's Elisa Braga's daughter.
Yeah, she would be the one to deck a xenomorph.
Oh yeah, she would,
and get away with it.
Yeah. Or she probably get stabbed in the process,
That too.
Hey, look, Vasquez. I like how Vasquez and the officer have a moment where I'm like, y'all are pretending like you're fucked, but you didn't fuck when y'all held that detonator with each other in their hands. I'm like,
nah, that was solidarity as fuck these guys. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That was solidarity.
Hey,
you know what?
At
You
least
finally leveled up.
He put 6 rounds in a xenomorph to try to be like, surprise!
I mean, you already knew that it was over. It was over for Vasquez when she emptied the clip in a xenomorph and got the freaking acid blood on her.
I knew it was over the second your boy Bill caught the Batman swoop up from underneath him.
He got two over.
No, wait a minute, that would be he caught the Batman versus Superman.
No. He got like that Arkham Arkham.
Oh yeah, he got the silent kill.
He got the silent takedown. So, come on, you want some? You want some of this too?
Well, could have been worse. The alien didn't give him like a stinger death drop.
Here's the fucked up part. Here's the fucked up part, guys. All he had to do was take 2 steps behind, and the alien would be like, "Oh shit, nobody!" Bam.
Shout out though for this man not only shooting on his way down, but having enough wherewithal to go chick, point down, blop, 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 blop. I'm like this. He dead. He like I like that. At this point, him shooting. No, that's him getting bit by one of those aliens, and it's causing a nerve to twitch in his arm. He's already dead.
At this point, it's like, hey, you know what?
Fighting though.
It's like, hey, you ain't gonna put no fucking face hugger on me, so I'm dead. I'm done.
All these aliens, man, jumping these motherfuckers, man. I gotta give it up, man. Fool. The Marines did play a good game of Jackie Chan. I don't want no trouble. They played it very well. I think that's what made it work.
That's what it made it work because they didn't dumb down the Marines. It was just they got caught off guard by the circumstances.
They clearly, no, this is what happens when you don't read the pamphlet. No, everybody. No, you know what? It's the robot chicken joke, Chris. Everybody had a packet.
Did you read the packet?
Did you read the packet? It was in the packet.
You know what it is? I think they read the packet, and it was one of those things where it's like, I mean, maybe it is. Maybe they're down there. I don't know. We're fine. We're great. We got all these weapons. We should be good.
No, Chris.
It's like America when they went to Afghanistan and then they didn't realize they were.
No, Chris, hear me. If the packet clearly states that there is a 99% probability of us getting annihilated unless we do X, Y, and Z and listen to Ripley, what makes you think that doing the exact opposite of that is going to increase your chances of survival?
Exactly.
All right, fair.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. It was again, I'm repeating myself. It was in the packet.
And I like how with Hicks, we're like, all right, Hicks might be fine. It had to be one alien that, as soon as the elevator door closed, pokes his head. And I'm like, fuck, man, couldn't you just give me one alien to just whatever? And it's just the fact that, the acid hits his body armor. And I'm like, all right, take it off. He'd be fine. And which he ends up being fine. But obviously, it's acid. It's going to harm you a little bit. It's like, I think acid is like, what, third-degree burns pretty much?
Let me tell with this one.
This is
this dude.
And this is xenomorph blood. So this is like 3rd degree times 2.
So at this point, it's like, it ate through his armor, but he got 3rd-degree burns and shit. So I like how they finally get out there and stuff. They get onto the ship and stuff. And at this point, there's a scene where Ripley's like, well, they took Newt during the process of them getting out because she fell down into this water and they tried to get her out and one of the aliens kidnapped her and stuff. And Ripley was like, I want to go back and get Newt, to which I would say this. You didn't need to get her, Ripley. I would have just said God's plan. And
okay. You gotta understand, Chris.
I get it, but
no, you have to understand, Chris. You have to understand. She is my world. No one's there for her. I know what she has been through.
She's my second chance of having a daughter.
Yeah, it really is. So
Ellen, the next movie.
So your girl Ellen instantly makes a lot of white women in the 1980s feel something that they never felt before. Independence. Independent thought for the first time.
Hey D, if the shoulder pads wasn't doing it, Ripley did.
She channeled Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando and decided to get all the guns. All the guns.
She gets all the guns.
She duct taped 2 guns. She duct taped a shotgun and a machine gun together.
No. She duct taped she duct taped the machine gun with the grenade launcher attached with the flamethrower.
That was just like just like she put in the GTA fucking San Andreas cheat code and was like, all right, all the weapons.
Hey man, you'd be surprised too what you're capable of, man, because she went in with a plan. Like, I'm getting this, I'm making sure I'm getting that, because I know these dudes are gonna come at me with this. So I got that for them.
I'm bringing this ring of grenades. Like,
bandoliers of guns. And she had, and I quote, I think she had 500 amounts of ammo. I think 500 machine gun rounds, basically, to kind of do what she did and stuff.
She's like, I'm about to make all this shit count.
And they fly into hell. And
literally. And I like how this,
I like what you did, Chris. I like what you did because this was on some Doom shit.
Yeah, it was.
She went down there. I like how my girl Ellen and her fucking tiptoeing in her
Reebok
classics.
Tiptoeing in my Jordan. Sorry,
fuck what you say. That shit slap. Fuck, I hate that song. Second that beat start. Anyway, yo, I hate how she showed up. She went down there, found Newt. Newt's freaked out. She like, all right, start up.
Yeah, Newt didn't have the. She got there just in time because that face hugger was popping out of that fucking egg.
Pow. All right, she got Newt down. All right, baby, we good. She looks around. There's a lot of fucking eggs around here. Wow, what's breathing?
It's a giant ass queen. Which in the history of aliens, they vary in size. On one hand, you got this movie, which did a really good job of showing the size of the alien queen.
Yeah, exactly. Which I thought was cool.
Then you had Alien versus Predator, which they just said, fuck a size. We're just gonna be very random with the CGI on the fucking alien queen. So take your pick on what size you want. So whatever. I'm trying to think. Did it do? No, they didn't show it. No, yeah, it's only 2 movies we only see the alien queen because they didn't show it in Resurrection. Resurrection didn't have a. What did Resurrection have a queen, or was it just clones?
They did have a queen, but I'm not really sure how that went.
Or did they say? Or did they say Ripley was the queen?
They said
Ripley was the queen. That's all I remember.
But we'll get to it when we get to it.
But we'll get to it. But like at this point, Ripley decides, you're a mom, I'm a mom. I'm about to flex on your ass. I'm gonna fucking torture all your fucking kids.
I like how she did a. Bitch, what you doing? What you doing?
I like.
Oh, I see what you doing.
What I like what she did. What I like what she did at first was she started murking the 2 random aliens that were there, which caused like the other 4 to run away. And
she's like, oh, this bitch mean business.
And then the queen is looking at her like hold up, chick, what are you doing?
Whoa, wait a minute, man.
And like, wait, hold up, let's talk about this. And Ripley slowly backs away, and the alien is like, all right, I want to make a move and murder this woman because she did just shoot like 2 of my kids who did nothing wrong. And
the mom
got this, like, hold on. I got to do something because, my kids are going to look at me and be like, how'd you let this happen? How'd you let this white woman with that beautiful set of hair?
Let Tyrone get killed.
How'd you let this happen?
How did you let Karen Kente come down here and try to kill all of us?
Like, they're gonna look at me, as the one to protect them. So I have to rectify, the situation here. But if she walks away, I might just threaten her slightly. And okay, yeah. So she just chose violence. She's torching the eggs. She shot up the egg sack. Really?
And she killed and 2 of her sons that she told not to move decided, fuck you, mom, you ain't doing anything, and gets burnt.
And
I like how they ran. No, Ripley with the eye of a kid who has been playing Battlefield for 32 hours straight, drinking a Red Bull and Mountain Dew and shaking that shit and drinking shotgun that shit.
You know what I really liked? What I really liked? What I really, really liked. Now, you said she channeled Schwarzenegger Commando. No, D, I got a better one for you. She channeled Rambo at the end of First Blood Part 2 when he goes off on that machine, like with that machine gun shooting at the computer. That
I don't care what anybody say. I'm not saying that she looks hot. I'm saying that she looks fucking iconic.
All I'm saying
because you see that rage on the face, and she's like, you can feel it. You're with her, like, yo, like this shit.
She is letting out all of that PTSD.
And the best part I like about it was you like the MSG, you like that that Counter-Strike move she did. Bah, turn around, bow.
Did you like how the last Xenomorph, for some dumbass reason, miscounted on how much ammo it is, and she should be empty and I can attack? Ah, shit, she had 10 ammo left.
She had 10 ammo left and got lit up, and then you know what she did just to add insult to injury. Check out this ring of grenades.
You know the thing I also like about that? Not only that, she then grabs Newt, gets to running with Newt in her arms, and starts melee attacking everybody.
Now, she gets to the elevator, and
just imagine it's a video game. You just see her running. You just see aliens drop.
No, D, all that was a QTE section.
I'm just gonna say it like this.
B
I'm gonna say it like this. I ain't no bitch, but I hate elevator sequences in horror movies where the elevator takes 60 years and a decade. I'm sorry. You got an alien. You got a giant ass elevator. I'm like, the fuck is going on here? Ripley literally is like, you know what it is? It's like giving a person out on the road on the highway the middle finger, and you hit traffic, and he pulls up next to you like, That's exactly what Ellen Ripley was. She gave the finger to the queen, and she's like, "This fucking elevator, son of a bitch."
Hey, I'm gonna be real.
Damn
it! That was her fault. She should have took the stairs. I would have took the stairs.
I don't know, man. Take the stairs, where you gotta go 50 floors up, or an elevator. You take your pick on that, buddy.
No. See, in the video game, yes, I think the arcade games, when it came to like shooting the aliens, is so satisfying. But really, if you really want to make an aliens game, you have to make it like the isolated game.
Yeah, Alien Isolation.
You have to make it one of those games where it's only probably like 3 xenomorphs and you're the only one there. You have to in order to make it a perfect
and hopes
game.
and dreams.
The only reason why I say you don't make it an action game is because this one's real ish. It's fun.
It's only good for arcade shooters. That's
That's
the only way
it.
it works.
See,
It only works for arcade shooters. When you do it at home, it's like, well, I'm just playing time crisis with aliens at this point. It's like, come on.
now, if I want to have fun with my friends, then that's when you do Alien versus Predator. The one with Lynn Kurosawa.
That was good.
With the Capcom daring to put a fucking plot in the game. Like, how dare you put a fucking engaging plot in this goddamn game?
Well, first of all, you couldn't blame Capcom for that one, Chris, because that one was supposed to be based on the movie that was going to come out in '97.
Oh, I know that. But just thinking about it in retrospect, it's like, how dare you craft a good fucking movie to show the Predators and humans doing the fucking Cyclops and Ryu handshake?
You know what's so funny? It's so funny. I only seen that game. Only seen that game in the arcade once, and I was like somewhere in Florida or some shit. But I remember it's funny because I remember that same arcade that had like, of course, the Terminator 2 arcade machine. What always tripped me out was both of y'all shit. Where the Aerosmith one at?
I mean, it's so
the one where you shoot the CDs at people.
Yeah. Revolution X.
I say that. Nah, that game was terrible. I was just being funny.
This is where turnabout is fair play here. Ripley gets on the elevator. LA Queen was like, bitch, I'm coming for you. Elevator door closes, and Ripley's like, I got you. We're good. I like how the other elevator door that she pressed the button for comes down, and LA Queen's like, oh, elevator, that's dope.
No.
Chris, right there.
Well, bless her heart. Look at that.
Chris, right there. That whole anticipation, that tension of waiting for the elevator to come down, that is straight out of Resident Evil.
I hate that shit because, again, I ain't no bitch, but you got fucking a giant ass monster coming after me, and you're taking your sweet ass time to get to the first floor. I'm gonna feel some way. I'm just gonna be like,
hey, Chris. Case in point, and you went through this because you streamed the game.
RE5.
No. Worse. RE8 with the fetus.
Nigga. I got ate by that fucking fetus because I was trying to get through the door. I tried to get through the door quick, and you have to time it perfectly to get through the door, or else the baby gets to you and shit.
You just get.
And again, I'm not one of these speed runners that knows how to clip the fucking thing and get in the elevator before the door closes, kind of shit. So I'm just because you're at the whim of it. So
I'm sorry, I gotta get this off my chest. Some girl said I saw my sons watching the playthrough of that, and I keep on having a dream of that baby. Why is that? And somebody quickly said, because you keep on swallowing all the babies. That's the manifestation trying to come back.
I ain't gonna lie, that whole sequence is nightmare fuel.
I told you it was nightmare fuel.
You told me. See, and the thing
about you, D, babies don't look like that, so actually no.
No, it's nightmare fuel.
You want to know what's scary? A baby that's shitting and won't stop crying.
It's nightmare fuel. It's nightmare fuel because the game, for some dumbass reason, you have like a 2-mile head start on the thing, and somehow it teleports behind you when the elevator comes out. I'm like, what the fuck? That's like, how did it? You know what? Game, fine,
magic.
Fine, fuck it. Because it ain't
magic fetus speed.
Because between that and fucking when me and Eris was playing RE5 with the liquors and we waiting for the elevator and me and him got like 2 pistol ammo left between us and some grenade launchers. I'm like, this is some ghetto ass bullshit right here. I gotta wait for the fucking elevator and we gotta fucking make sure this 2 pistol ammo can last us until the elevator come down. Some bullshit.
So Ripley.
Shit was stress. That was pure stress.
So Ripley finally makes it up top. And when she makes it up top, I gotta be real with you. Not only the queen right there, but everything's blowing up. Bishop's not there. And then finally.
Now here's the thing. Now I know people argue, how did the queen get on board? And it's like, I think you forget there's a part where Bishop hits the fucking thing, and I'm like, I can see the Queen sneaking aboard in the landing gear because I can see that. It's just the movie did a good job of not showing that. So when you get that surprise, that's when it's great.
No. Here's the best part, and I might be burying the lead a little bit, but
we buried the lead the whole episode.
No. Hold on, no. I mean, I'm jumping ahead a little bit into future. Yeah. See, what happens is when the Queen decided to chase down Ripley through that hall, what you didn't see, even in the special edition, what you didn't see was the Queen saying, all right, I got to rip away from this sack. I'm going to grab one remaining freaking egg left, and I'm going to pull a Bo Jackson and run and just find my way towards that ship.
I call
before. No. Don't even say nothing, D. I'm going to make my way towards the ship, and I'm just going to stow away for a hot second. I'm going to hide this thing. And I'm gonna hide it where nobody can see it. And if people don't believe that, I got an extra face hugger that's gonna run around and carry said egg, and I'm gonna have it stow away there too, just in case I don't make it.
Don't make that look.
Here's the thing: D brought that to my attention. We talked about this offline, and it kind of harkens back to it as a TikTok video of a chick. No bullshit. Somebody was like, "How are we gonna sneak liquor to the club?" She pulls a fifth of Hennessy out her cooch. Yeah. And I'm like sitting back, like I'm laughing. Number one, at that whole video, right? I'm laughing because I'm like, ew. First off, second off, I'm like, I can think of the alien Queen probably did have an egg that was chilling inside her cooch the whole fucking time.
Oh no. That's the thing with me. You don't think this happened? All right, I'm on the ship. You know what? I ain't showed this bitch respect one time this whole time.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it this time. Let me do one more. Oh shit, they hear me. All right, there.
Here's where.
Hey, look here, face hugger. Come here real quick. Go in that room. Just wait.
Sir. It would have been like it's been like Pookie in New Jack City when they're looking at the camera. Hey, Pookie, come here for a minute.
It was like this.
No. Here's the best part.
Soon, my baby.
No. Here's the best part. Here's the best part. The Queen calls the face hugger over. Come here, face hugger. Come here. Opens the hatch. Go in there. Just go in there. Like just sit in there. Mama will be back later. And if
she's
I
about
don't
to buy
come,
some.
I'm
just gonna go buy some Newports and I'll be back. So.
No. Dude. Come on. This is the alien Queen. She's gonna say no. She's got to keep it real. Listen, you hide in there. Your mama's gonna go and try to score.
Man, listen. You know what made it even more funny? I like how, and I think this was inspiration for Resident Evil 4. Bishop got Luis.
Yes, he did. Leon, I got it.
Can you imagine, if you will, if Luis came in and didn't say shit and just combat rolled to his left, and you just see a tail just come up in the air like, fuck, I missed him. How different would RE4 be if Luis survived?
RE4, I gotta be real. Luis was the more and more I actually saw a walkthrough of it not too recently. I thought to myself, Luis, you really weren't helping at all.
Forget the pills.
He did. Listen, he gave the pills. He got his man on when you were defending yourself with Leon in that freaking shack.
But let's be real, Eris. D's right, because Luis didn't get his own separate ways, which means that he was useless.
I didn't say that.
No.
I won't go that far.
Just because he didn't get his own separate ways, should
have been 2 missions. Go back and get pills. Go back to go get the pills. Leon, stab.
He goes against.
Make sure everybody makes it inside the church or some bullcrap.
His last mission will be called 2 Days to Retirement.
It's a button press. You gotta tap square. If you tap square, you dodge it and you get the alternate ending.
I just like how this nigga really thought, all right, I'm gonna hurry up, go down there, get these papers. Salazar's not going to be down there. What you doing, bro? What you got in your hand? No, let me see it, nigga.
I mean, let's be real. Salazar already sniffed out Cross and like, yeah, I already knew that nigga was gonna betray me, so I didn't trust his ass. So whatever. That's cool.
It's like I know about everybody, honestly. Like I'm literally using everybody,
which is
Luis, Krauser.
You do realize I have several doctors who just wield chainsaws for me, right?
I'm gonna realize that, right? Which I'm gonna be real quick before we finish this off. I have a theory that Wesker threw crawls into the wolves, and him and Salazar were secretly working together. Like, yeah, I'm gonna give you this guy, but don't tell him that I know that we're working together.
He's like, hey, you know what? You have him.
You got him.
You know what the best thing?
Do whatever you want with him.
Here's the thing I do like about this is the one thing I will give the Alien series, no matter what, it gives you this bleakness that all is lost. So yes, you did need a moment where Hicks cannot help you, where it's
Hicks
still
gave him a Batman thumbs up, like y'all got this.
Yeah, and then you like you say, and now the only person that could have helped you that was kind of when you really think about it was a bit indestructible was Bishop. He is completely useless now. Now all you got is yourself. My girl.
Hey, AD, this was Hicks.
Bishop had been dead, like, damn, that's a damn shame. Wish I was down there. Actually, nah, Bishop was up there like old boy from Harlem Heights.
Bishop was more like that.
By the way, gentlemen, like you said, when the Queen decides to play freaking whack-a-mole with Newt in the like in the freaking air ducts, because she's like, "Yeah, let me try to grab him here. Yeah, let me try to grab him here." I'm like, son, you are like, yo, Alien Queen here. I was like, hey, Miss Queen, your stats need to be updated because right now you are trash. You cannot catch this little kid in a freaking air duct.
Well, Chris, let's just give the Queen this. She had to eject her whole pussy off herself. So
okay, but even no, see, D, that really doesn't even matter because even if she did do that, that should have made her move faster.
That's what I'm saying. Though. No. See, right there. Here's what I'm saying. You a man and you don't understand it. I understand it. Ooh, ha. We don't have whatever.
So what you're telling me? So what you're telling me is that without the power of your vagina, you're useless.
Wow. Eris, I wasn't even trying to get deep with this. Now I feel like I need to respond back for alien women.
Listen.
All aliens matter.
No, listen. You brought no. Listen. You made your statement, and I chose to sharpen up the knife and choose violence.
No. You said I choose to sharpen up and become Shapiro.
All I'm saying is this.
All I'm saying is that you have a vagina, what makes you lesser. By the way, you know what's not lesser? Squarespace. When you go to your website, they make sure.
For the love of God, stop. Stop.
Wait. Before you go there, you have to go and go to Office Max and get like
Office Max.
I like how Ripley immediately, got into the Exo Squad suit.
No, not the Exo Squad. No, not the Exo Squad suit. But I mean, yeah, we can call it the Exo Squad suit. But check this out, Chris. You want to know what that really was? I'm gonna get into what will inspire a very young Genndy Tarkovsky for Dexter.
Man, like
that freaking
suit that she was using is what Dexter has.
Robotic
in the
G.
Yes.
No, you know what I saw? I saw that, and I saw a man in Japan named Hideo going, I can masturbate to this.
Man. I mean, so the fight goes as you expect. You have a big ass top loader versus Alien Queen.
And I have to admit, after finally getting to this point in the movie, which at this point, even if it's not 3 hours, but it's pretty much a 3-hour movie. Me and Chris talked about this when we came out of Blade Runner, which is very funny because Blade Runner was the first time I ever seen critics walk out of one of those screenings and go, so you fell asleep. Nah, nigga, you fell asleep. Chris like this, I fell asleep. I know D fell asleep. Yeah, I did fall asleep. I know that nigga, but like Chris fell asleep. Here's Chris. Yeah, I fell asleep. But anyway,
I know what part I fell asleep at, which means I didn't miss anything. So I'm good.
The point is that when you get to these movies, like it's only 2 hours and 30 minutes, 3 hours. It's only 2 hours and 15. 3 hours. So anyway,
now imagine watching this on TNT.
But that being said, that being said, with all of this buildup, of all that happening, finally Ripley come out. You get your hands off her, you bitch. I have to be honest with you.
iconic.
It is iconic for a reason. It's on the level of say hello to my little friend. It is on that same level. Like kick her ass.
Say hello. No, that right there. Get your hands off of her, like you bitch. That hands down is way better than her screaming at Mother in the first Alien movie. You bitch.
Now here's the thing.
That's what I'm saying, because this one, it built up all of that just for that blow. Because you got to think about it. At this point, Ellen has pretty much soloed the whole hive by herself, and I still have to deal with.
I still gotta take out the queen.
But guys, 3 out of 4 movies, there's 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Ellen Ripley. And Ellen Ripley find an airlock somewhere to kill an alien.
Exactly.
Yes. Because when in doubt, use an airlock.
Is there an airlock in here? There's not. We're gonna make one, son of a bitch.
When in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, here's something you should know: the emptiness and vastness of space is always getting more farther and farther apart. So D is saying one thing for sure: dump all your shit out into the space.
Let's be real.
And guess what? And if that's not enough, you burn them with the exhaust port.
Because let's be real. We talk about Jackie Chan getting the instant win. You put him in a furniture store. I'm just saying, you put fucking Mila Jovovich versus fucking Ellen Ripley inside of a fucking spaceship.
Where the airlock at? Where's the airlock at?
Ripley in 2, right there. Airlock.
Where the airlock at? She got her ass. It's over. It's over. I don't care what Matrix T virus cell bullcrap she's about to do.
Airlock.
And it doesn't
Hold up,
really
Harris. Hold up, Chris. He's like this. I got an airlock. What do you have? Looks down. Directed by Wes Anderson.
No. But hold on. Ripley does have the power of a freaking bolt gun. Her harpoon gun. When in doubt, hell, you can destroy her mech suit and everything. If she pulls out the harpoon gun and has pinpoint accuracy, you are gone.
This time,
it'd always be good to see maritime weapons.
This time, though, it was the mech suit pinned down the alien queen, and Ripley was like, "Oh, bitch, you're done. Let me climb out this shit."
I love the fact that the mech suit actually got kung fu grip.
I know, right?
Exactly. I'm more mad. None of y'all noticed that Ellen was. None of y'all noticed that Ellen was listening to Kendrick Lamar inside that actual suit.
I'm just like, hey, look, I'm just laughing that Bishop was off on the sideline, split in half, just vibing like, all right, Ripley, you got it. I'm here. Do whatever you want.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, Ripley. Can I get a hand? Oh man, hey Ripley, I have a whole lot of jokes that are stored inside me right now. So
that's the sick part. As soon as everything is said and done, here's Bishop off to the side telling jokes to Newt. All right, guys, we gotta go in hyperlock. This shit's bullshit.
Oh man,
yeah.
Hey yo,
and everything looked to be happily ever after.
Here's the 2 things that I need to mention. Number 1, and it does come up in the next movie. I will say this: while all that was happening, inside of Bishop's head, hey Bishop, what went up there? Oh man, this bitch blew up everything, bruh. She blew up everything.
You had an alien queen for a hot
What
second.
You downloading out my brain? Yeah. The audience don't know what downloading is. Come on, man.
Look, hold on. What is this? What is this thing called? Combat data.
The hell you talking about? What is this? HTTP? Come on, man. Look, the World Wide Web is only mere years away, and I don't think human beings got the capacity to know how big it is. But
because if it was the future, someone would have had at least a minimum a TikTok video about the whole thing.
So, I was thinking like there's got to be an IG video of somebody that's miles away.
Not an IG video. Not an IG video. D, not an IG video. That was clearly a Periscope broadcast.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry, this is the future. The Chinese is going to run everything. It's still TikTok.
No, it's still Periscope.
It's probably still Periscope.
It's Periscope.
Yo. But the other thing I have to mention is this. It is one of the most. It is a very cool. Yes, 90% of you missed it. What happened at the end of this movie is something that really didn't happen until the Marvel movies came out. When you get to the very, very end of this movie, after the credits grow up, you see nothing but blackness. You hear the spaceship again, and you hear something open up, and something hit the ground and go. fuck you. That's good. I like that. You don't show it. You just hear it.
You just hear
I
it.
love it.
Now somebody
Here's the problem. Who in the fucking 1987 would even
Nobody
know to
was.
stay in it?
No one cared.
And that's the kicker about all this and stuff. The Marvel movies did emphasize as soon as you saw Nick Fury come out, that pretty much put the audience in his mind that and it's not just the Marvel movies, a lot of other movies too.
Like,
that are
a lot of other movies.
A lot of people assume, well, maybe there might be something, and it's like the kicker is that, like, when you think back, even me as a kid, coming out of a movie, as soon as the credits hit, boom, you're out the fucking door.
Yeah, but there were some movies that really did treat
what's his face? No, what's his face did it too, and at the end of the movie, Wayne's World.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, that even then, that was like the exception. But like even then, as soon as like it cuts to dark, you were out the door, unless it happened to be something like you said, Wayne's World or Ferris Bueller, when he was like, "What are you guys doing here? Go."
Yeah.
Well,
I guess we just wait here until they fade to black, and then I guess we go. I can't believe they did that. I told you.
I think, and the thing of it is too, there was a theory somebody else brought up, which I didn't think about. They said, "Well, what if Bishop did it?" And you don't think about it because you think of Bishop as this nice person and stuff, but he was also kind of like, which is probably when we get to Prometheus and Covenant, kind of basically was like David. Yeah, because David was an android.
What if a face hugger was hiding inside a Bishop?
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that because David was one of those, was an android that he wasn't necessarily evil. It's just his way of going about shit. He had no morality to him.
The way that Wayland programmed him was to program him have the inquisitiveness of a human being.
Yeah,
in doing so, it created a when we get to it, I mean it. I'm not even joking. David is probably one of the most interesting characters in this whole series.
It's scary as shit because it's like, especially when we talk about the other David, who was actually a David with a fucking like actual like conscience. Yeah. That was like, hold up, dog, you're evil. What are we doing here? No, but that's the thing. But that was the thing with Bishop is like, there was a theory that Bishop may have actually just took a directive from Weyland Yutani and just said,
I think so too.
And just did it because he thought, and they said, well, I'm just doing what the company wanted me to do. Fine.
You know for a fact that that's exactly what the company wanted him to do, because the company knew that if we were about to take a calculated risk by bringing in Ripley, we need an ace in the hole here.
Yeah. We need her gone.
Like, not even, and even if we can't get her gone, we're going to find a way to bring back a sample of the alien,
which is still killing me. It still kills me. It's like, what's the end game? Well, actually, that goes into the third movie that never came. The whole build up to it was going to be these alien human hybrids of warriors. It was going to be this movie. It was going to be humans versus aliens. I don't know whether it sounded way too big for Fox at the time, or it was just one of those things where it sounded way too convoluted.
They wanted to go back to the roots of the third one.
They wanted to go back to the first.
They wanted to go back to the first, so that's why they can't. When we talk about Aliens 3, there was a lot of rewrites, so we're not going to go deep into it. But it's kind of amazing.
I will say this though. The one thing that you see in this movie, and even in the first movie, you can tell that the Cold War was going on.
Yeah.
When the curtain fell, that fucked up the script that they had planned for the next one, because who knew that the wall falling really, really exposed how corporate everybody in the world is.
Can I also point out also,
it's weird.
The toy line for this movie was ridiculous because I mean, the commercial.
Ripley doing all that stuff.
Yeah, the space. Yeah, there was space. There was aliens. There was Space Marine toys. I remember those commercials, like Space Marines, aliens. I'm like,
by the way, this is,
and I remember my day
rated R, which I love.
For rated R movie, you're right.
Yeah,
I love my dad.
RoboCop.
They did it for RoboCop, Rambo, Predator, Terminator. There was toys. All these rated R movies.
I will never forget my dad actually seeing that commercial for it and going, all of them died.
Yeah, they did.
But they had toys for Hudson and Vasquez and Hicks, and I'm like, what?
No, and my dad said this. Bishop didn't do anything. So why they give him a gun?
Oh, Bishop had like a whole. Bishop had literally.
I remember that.
I mean, hold up. Let me.
Make it better. Why does Bishop have a ray gun?
I mean,
he has like a head apparatus that he never had in a movie.
There it is.
Like
hold on for 1 second. Hold up.
Because headgear for no reason.
Because Kenner did the toy line for it. I remember.
Wow.
Kenner did it.
You remember when Kenner used to be a thing?
There it is. Here's the
Kenner
commercial.
used to have a lot. I mean, it used to run the world when it came to toys, man.
All right, here it is.
Kenner. Aliens, and Aliens versus Predator.
Yes.
Including variants.
Kenner presents two alien action figures.
Look at a white kid like this trying to.
Give up. Aliens can't be beat.
What the hell?
Aliens can't be beat.
What is this now? He's like turned up like a villain or like a Skeletor or whatever.
Alien action figure.
Only action figure. The only action
only
figure.
one.
Aliens take off.
Kenner presents two alien action
Shut the airlock.
Oh, they did the same one again. Hold on.
Yes,
Yeah, it's the same.
There it is.
I remember this. 1992. Yeah.
Under the Marine! We're the Space Marines. Drake, Ripley, 8-Bone, Bishop, and I'm Hicks. Armed with the latest high-tech heavy metal. Queen Alien breathing down your back. I blast her with the Bug Rocker. Button heads with a book.
Stop. Shout out Rob Paulson doing the voiceover on this commercial, by the way.
Hey,
I just had to say that.
Shout out to the aliens. What Bull Alien? Where was that at in the fucking movie?
When did Bishop have a freaking minigun?
Alien, Ripley frags him with the turbo torch. Alien invasion problem?
Send in the
Marines! Space Marine figures and alien figures, each sold separately.
When did it happen anytime?
They're unstoppable! We're gonna stop them anyway!
It's in the Zack
Send in the
Snyder
Marines! We're the Space Marines! Drake, Ripley,
Paulson,
8-Bone, Bishop, and I'm Hicks, armed with the latest high-tech
I'm
heavy metal.
Hicks? He's doing the voice of Hicks?
My Bug Rocker's on
The Queen is gonna crown you.
There it is. The second one.
And the Marines! Ripley's got the power loader.
How's that
The power a Marine could ask for.
When did they have
Think with the stinger. Ugly aliens getting you down.
Y'all want me to be real?
I want
These
people to-
toys are awesome.
Here's the thing.
These
I want people
toys
to understand.
are awesome.
They repurposed some of those toys for the Jurassic Park toy line.
You
They
can
did.
tell.
Would
You
not
can
be
really
surprised.
They
Hold on,
also
keep going.
tell.
they also repurposed the stuff from the G.I. Joe stuff too.
Yeah.
This is like it's like
Yo, Hicks, something big is in the air.
It's
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
killing queen. And
Wait,
the
new
new
content.
gorillas. Send in
alien
the
queen.
ultimate
When did he
Space
get
Marine,
wings?
Apex, disguised in his big bad bug suit.
He sneaks in.
This must have been off the comic.
But the
Wait,
flying queen
stop
unmatched him.
it. So notice that he's disguised, right? This is what would take place in the AVP movies. Keep going, Chris.
They were really
This is
crossing the
beautiful.
streams on this one.
Armored evac fighter.
Send in the Marines.
Blast him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And bottle him.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
Bottle them
bye-bye
for Wayne.
bye.
Yeah,
Each
for
sold
Wayne
separately.
Yutani. Yeah.
Yo, Hicks, one for dinner, no reservation.
It's the flying queen alien
can.
and her gruesome gorillas. Send in the ultimate Space Marine, Atax, in his big
ATAX.
ATAX disguised
sold
as an
separately.
alien.
Now buy any aliens figure and get another figure free. That's 2 aliens for the price of 1. Offer expires December 31st. See participating retailers for details because they're
1993.
going fast.
These steel-jawed beasts have a hunger for destruction. Can they be stopped by the ultimate galactic hunter? The battle is on. Aliens versus Predator, the hunter against the beast. An alien killer crab attacks, but the Predator crack tusk fires shoulder-mount missiles, and Predator scavenge attacks with a double-barreled bola, each sold separately.
Remember, these are rated R franchises. By the
Time
way.
out.
I gotta be real.
Alien
man.
crab.
They gave us
Yeah,
everything. as
they
kids,
did.
man.
They gave us
Jesus.
everything.
I mean, this is crazy.
Y'all remember they used to bundle these toys with the comics.
Yeah,
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
no,
They did.
it's amazing the amount of toys and stuff. It's just like as soon as they show aliens, like you said, so Bishop got a Gatling gun. What? Huh?
I just like
and sunglasses.
I just really do love the fact that they sold us everything they could, and I say that as a parent now. Ew. That's this. Like I see it like there's two sides of me. There's the kid side of me, like, yo, we had that. Here's the parent side of me. Y'all just give these children anything, huh?
Hey, D, listen, they sold us everything, and then sometimes when they do these toy commercials, why is it that the toys that they sell us are better than the movie? They like the idea of the toys. That's what I'm saying. The idea of the toys are better than the movie itself.
As soon as a kid,
don't remind you of a WWE video game where the storylines and certain stuff are like way better.
I need to point out something here. As a kid, I am not gonna lie. I was like, how come Ajax wasn't in Aliens? What happened to him?
Introducing Ajax.
Attack.
As in
tactical. He's a tactical.
That means Wayland
Ajax. What's your last name? Livingston.
By the way, you introduce Attack, right? A character who disguises himself as an alien. Like, this is literally the earliest draft script of the Alien versus Predator movie.
Now, part of me feels, in the world of Alien, before they introduced the Predator and all that stuff, I have a feeling that Weyland Yutani probably would have made like an alien type suit in a way, kind of thing like that. I can buy that idea.
Also think about this too. The fact that they put all this together, and this movie came out in '86, and they were selling these toys in 1993.
Yeah.
That just shows you how good the sequel was.
And I want to be real. I feel the toys selling as good as it was is how it leaked into doing Alien 3.
No. Those didn't come out until Alien 3 came out.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
But they labeled it as Aliens.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, and let's just remember this. Remember, this at that point in the 90s, they were pushing the comic book at that point.
Yeah.
And like everything that they push towards kids and teenagers, dump it on them. Give us every accessible thing we can make it. Make everything a franchise. Make it go boom. Make it go pop, man. That's why a lot of us are spoiled as hell now when it comes to television shows. So that's how it is.
Yeah, it's insane. Hold up for 1 second, because to round it off here, because I think there's a box office for this real quick.
Yeah, let's see the box office. Wait.
What open? Because it like I said,
it's funny that, you know what, Brian, I never read the Alien versus Predators. I read Predator stories. I read Alien, and I read the Alien Batman one. That was stupid.
You guys never read Alien versus Predator versus the Terminator.
Yeah, that's when they got crazy. All right, so opening weekend, open number 1. Second was Karate Kid Part 2.
Wow, cool.
Third was Ruthless People. I remember that. That was Danny DeVito and Bette Midler and all that. I forgot Walt Disney had that. Back to School, Top Gun. Wow. About Last Night, Ferris Bueller, Legal Eagles, Running Scared, and Club Paradise to round it out.
Man, those are decent.
That's 86. Running Scared is low key actually a pretty good movie.
I don't like Running Scared. Running Scared.
You don't like Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, man?
Not really. Well, no. Wait a minute.
Thinking of the Paul Walker one. Yeah, you're thinking of Paul Walker. Paul Walker was the other Running Scared movie, but this was Billy Crystal and
that was the
Gregory
name
Hines.
of it. Wait a minute, was this the one where they were both the cops?
Cops in Chicago.
That was the name of it, Running Scared?
Yep.
Whatever. Okay, whatever.
I mean, look, it's not surprising he beat out Karate Kid 2.
But that's like I said, that's actually a pretty decent box office right
Top Gun, though. I forgot Top Gun was right around that time too.
Yep. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
That's
Aliens.
Yep. So we're still, like I said, we're still going to continue on doing this rest of this franchise month. Next one we're going to go to is Aliens 3. This time, y'all, we go to no, I am not reviewing Alien versus Predator. It's going to be a while, and it won't be the comic. Trust me.
You mean Alien 3? because it's back to just one alien.
Yes, it's back to Alien 3. See, the difference in this one is this time it takes place on a prison planet owned by Weyland-Yutani. You know they did want to make this an all wooden planet.
And also,
we got a lot to talk about.
One Charles Dutton playing the one honest prisoner that's like, racism. That's why I'm in here.
You think it was racism?
I feel it was.
I know. Look. I know it's Charles S. Dutton. See, they never give a black man like me any opportunities. That's why you don't need to be here, brother.
It's between this
and you want to know something? The hunt is on.
It's between this and Mimic, where he played the guy that has to help this white woman, stave off a monster threat.
Well, if it makes you want to feel any better, there's this one movie where I helped this homeless man build himself up from the ground up.
And I lost my legs in the process, so
Oh, and also I have a TV series that has like one of the teenagers and such.
And these teenagers who are clearly 28 years old.
Getting into gang violence.
I told Cliff the Pal to go fuck himself too, so there's that.
And I'm a black man,
and I had a Martin Luther King and Malcolm X moment with One Tone Loc.
And also, I was a garbage man, and I owned a house. 90s.
With both my
Clinton
hands.
era.
Hey, Chris, with both my black hands. Make sure I had something.
With hold on.
I miss when you could be a blue collar.
With my wife, my brother, and my dad, all living under the same house
in Baltimore.
Well, we got each other. I bet when black people had this gumption about them that we don't have now. So I'm playing.
Back when you worked a blue collar job and you can actually afford a house.
Back when black people can have a blue collar job and believe in blue collar values without going, hey, yo, daddy, the white folk be saying that shit.
Could work at a fucking car plant and be like, what's the worst that could possibly happen? I could work here forever.
What your kids need to do is pull up your pants. Have some respect for yourself. This alien,
alien here.
But everybody
have a job.
But for everybody, we enjoyed y'all time. We enjoyed y'all time listening.
He was 2 days to retirement in that one too.
Yeah.
No. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, go continue.
No, I was just
saying.
Say for every. We good, y'all?
No, keep going.
I was saying that for everyone, we hope that you enjoyed our review of Aliens and
all of our crazy
It's 2 down and 2 more to go.
4 more to go, sir.
4.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, we are.
We're gonna forget the Pringles.
No.
We'll never forget you, motherfucker.
Listen. Can we please stop? Can we please stop adding those other 2 movies that came after 1997 as part of the Alien franchise? I know they're a part of lore, but I'm going off of the original 4.
Some studio head is looking at you telling, go fuck yourself, sir.
That's why we're going to make another Alien movie. I can't wait for it, buddy.
A studio exec is counting his money like, we made money off this. The fuck this damn Negro talking about?
Like, yeah, sure, you made money off of it, but guess what? You didn't make a lick of goddamn sense after Alien 3.
Sir.
I don't care how much money you made. I don't care how much money you made off of it. When your shit doesn't make sense, I don't count it as part of the story.
Sad part, resurrection. Hey Josh Whedon, you're gonna have to fucking sit on that cross for this fucking movie. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Anyways, y'all, check us out for Alien 3. And we will see y'all next time.
Peace.